Welcome back to episode 10 of the Origin of the Maker podcast, take 2 with Quiksilvababe.
Yay! Oh
So,
my god, 10 is like one of my numbers. I don't believe in that shit, but 10 is one of my numbers. Aw.
so just to confirm, you can hear me, correct?
Yes. Correct. Thank
Technology
God.
is fun, and also technology is stupid sometimes, guys.
Oh, we were fiddling with both of our ends. That sounds so bad. Let me rephrase that. We were fiddling with our mics and speakers and laptop and phones for like 36, 34 minutes. Oh,
Something like that.
yeah. 2019. Can't figure out microphones to save our life. Yay!
My friend Lindsay is a cosplayer, maker, sewer, Ubisoft star player, all-around fun person.
Yay!
Met at Dragon Con because I recognized a prop she was holding, made by our mutual friend Odin Abbott from Odin Makes.
Hell yeah. Shout out Odin, you the man.
Yeah, I saw a prop, I was like, hey, I know that thing. And it was like, there was a Lindsay attached to it.
Yep.
Then we became friends.
Yes, it was such an honor to work with him. I don't know, it just kind of happened. It's kind of one of those things where I just asked him. I don't remember how it happened. He just wound up making me an item, actually two items, the Pip-Boy and the Super Sledge. So incredibly generous, such a nice man. So yeah, that was super awesome.
Was Yuri wearing the Pip-Boy at Dragon Con?
No, yeah, he didn't have one. I was wearing the one that Odin made.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
Yep, he printed one, but it's still sitting in like pieces. Not enough time, man. So much stuff to do. I know we tried to do this Skype thing last time, and maybe you don't want your public to know that we messed up for like, how long did we record for? Like 40 minutes? And then we're like, yeah, this ain't happening.
Yeah, this is take 2.
Yeah, woohoo!
Not the first time it's happened, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay, technology. Yeah, I've got a lot of 3D printing projects I got coming up. I've got 4 like revolvers I'm doing right now. I've got a set of Dark Tower revolvers from the Dark Tower series
Awesome.
TV movie, however the hell that was released, and I got 2 kits for my Red Dead costume. Then
How are references for Red Dead? You like take a photo at any angle, which is amazing. Shout out to Ubisoft. I know there's other games that had this. Destiny didn't have that, and that was sorry, was that really loud? I know this mic is like amazing. I don't know if I shout it's like extra loud. Anyways, Destiny used to have like an online website thing where you could take items from the game and look at it at any angle. In a weird like setting though, everything was gray.
yeah,
But,
yeah,
like,
that's probably like a 3D model reference because I know.
yeah, exactly. It was great, and they actually got rid of that. They don't have it for Destiny 2.
I know
But
Bungie
Assassin's
does
Creed
that.
was, yeah, exactly. Assassin's Creed was kind of the first game for me where you can do photo mode and look at any damn angle, zoom in to some extent, and that was just like, dude, it's so awesome.
Yeah, I've got some references saved for Red Dead because there's
Does it have photo mode like that?
there's no photo mode, but there's a mode where you can change clothes and it gives you like a close up and like a back up view. So
Oh,
I
that's
just
good.
took a bunch of pictures and
Yeah, you gotta have something.
yeah, the same for Fallout 76 in those games. I can get good quality pictures of references to things.
Do you ever do props or costumes like before the thing is released? Oh, I will not do that for the sheer fact that you know it's not gonna be perfect. Like you have one reference image. I can't say anything because NDA, but anyways, I mean, I admire people that do that because I think it's courageous and I think it's exciting because then you see what the actual item is and you're like, oh, I did that wrong or oh, I got that right, and
My
I don't know, man.
one of my costumes for C2E2 that was at not too long ago was Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, that's right. That's not even out yet.
Yeah, I kind of threw together a costume for that and kind of just winged it.
Were references from the trailer only? I have not kept up
Yeah,
to date with that.
yeah. The references I have are from the trailer. I had the 3D printed version of the Vindicator pistol from the game.
Did you model it?
No, I got it from. I found it on Thingiverse, but also I got a new one that's way better from Further Fabrication online.
Cool.
You can find him on Instagram. He's got some cool models. His model's pretty good, and I'm redoing that pistol. But
Yep.
that was basically it.
Better.
I bought a jacket off Amazon and did some leather working. Had a patch embroidered by a friend of mine, and just threw it all together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be redoing it because I used a black jacket. I need like a kind of like a leatherish gray one, but with a
I like
big fat
never.
collar.
Oh yeah, yeah. You see, like you observe the character more, and you're like, oh man, that's not correct. What I did, I want to redo it. I like never redo my stuff because I'm always like starting a new one, so I never really have time to go back and fiddle with the older costume. The only one I've ever done that with is Black Cat, because it wasn't like extravagantly overhaul. It was the same costume. I just like redid the fur. And I don't know. It's like literally a body. That was one of my first cosplays ever. It's like a bodysuit I bought from Halloween store, and I don't know, hella modified.
Yeah,
But yeah, man.
I'm all about updating costumes.
Oh, I love it too. I'm just like
As
I
you
can.
know, I'm on my third and final version of the Adam Cat's
Yeah,
costume,
man.
and
Why not? It feels good. It feels good to learn new techniques and just look at where you came from. And yeah, I think it's great.
yeah, I'm on my third version of my Ranger armor from New Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, the leather armor version now, but I'm gonna be doing a new helmet probably next year, like my final version of the helmet. Then I'm gonna make a duster, hopefully,
Nice.
if I can
I like
get
that.
to it. I got a lot of stuff to do.
Jacket. I love those things. With
I've
like the
got
big flap in the back. Those are duster jackets, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're just so cool looking. Those like never go out of style for me.
The in-game version's a little different, and I'm gonna have to have
Mm.
it. It looks. I can buy it online right now. A really nice
So wait, it
one.
changed in the middle of the game to like something different?
No, just it's the type of duster it is something completely different than what's readily available.
Oh, I gotcha. Of course it is. I swear to God, now that cosplay is pretty mainstream, you know some artists like definitely make things with cosplayers in mind. I'm not saying all of them do that, but you know,
Yeah,
I would imagine some do,
yeah.
especially with the skanky ones. If I was a dude, I'd be like, yeah, let's give her less clothing. Someone's gonna make this. You know it, especially if it's a big series. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't think you want that on your podcast.
Well, this isn't necessarily
Uh,
family friendly, but
no, it's not a family thing. I just mean my fucking rants. So,
yeah. Well,
cosplays.com.
yeah, we probably know several people who professionally do the lewd cosplay thing.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't mind, you know, quote skanky, whatever, revealing things when it calls for it. Like if the character is like that, you know,
Yeah.
Black Cat is sexy, Electra's sexy. I mean, I don't know, you know. Ultimately, it's just my opinion, and what is my opinion in the realm of a million gajillion people? But I'm just like, it's just cheap to me.
Yeah.
It's just cheap. It's like that's too. Of course, anyone can. Well, not anyone, but you know, if you have a normal body, you just like, oh, let me remove this. Oh, look, likes, and I just kind of, I don't know. I'm a super sexual person, but not to do that. I don't know. It's different to like put yourself out there in that way and get all these comments like, yeah, girl, you so hot. Just like, ew, who are you? I don't want that. I mean, I love attention. Don't get me wrong. If you're a cosplayer, you probably love attention. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't want like that attention. It's fucking creepy. Like, I don't know. I'm good.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not,
Well,
you know, if they want to do that, go for it. Whatevs, but, not all
Yeah.
come for me. They're like, excuse me, you wear sexy things. How can you say that? Oh, anywho,
Yeah.
I should read some books about that stuff. Psychology of all that shit. I don't know. There's so many arguments about that. Yeah, I'm going on my tangent. Woo!
Tangent number one.
Hey, can't make this up, folks. Can't make it up.
Nah, I like I said, I've got several friends who are cosplay models and stuff like that, and they just do it because that's what they enjoy to do. And
Yeah.
if they want to do it, more power to them. Doesn't really,
Yep.
I don't really don't
Yeah.
care.
I know. I'm super conflicted. It's such a confusing subject because I do feel that way too about it. It's really weird.
Yeah, well, as long as you're not, you know, selling nudes online, I think you'll be okay.
Even that's like, I mean, if you want to, I don't know. I'm just like daddy issues. That's all I gotta say. Like, I don't know. I mean, I have daddy issues. It's not like I'm sitting here being like, oh, these people have dad. I'm like, dude, I have issues. So
Yeah.
we're all just humans trying to do our thing. So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, man.
So, like, you know that I've got a few commissions in the works, and one of them's from you.
Yeah. Yes.
You wanna
Oh my
talk-
God, it's really hard to pick items for that. There's really cool looking sledges, I guess, but it comes down to like making it easy enough and like transportable. You know, going to Dragon Con with that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out how I'm going to get that to you because I'm going to bring it to you or ship it to you. But when I get
Right?
it.
Yeah.
When I make it.
I would say definitely ship it. Why are you saying it like that? Damn it! You're like, I mean, I'll make it, I guess.
No, I'm gonna make it.
Sure.
I said I'm gonna make it for
You're
you.
the
So
king of neutral comments or neutral like end conversation things. Like, all right, so Skype tomorrow. You're like, sure. I'm like, okay, is that a yes? I don't know. I like to be very clear about everything in my laugh, so I'm like, that's a yes, right?
very,
Sure is a weird word.
What was it? What was it my ex-wife said? I'm
I
very
don't remember.
passive aggressive.
I wouldn't say that. No, it's just like not very clear. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I am gonna make it. I just gotta figure out if I'm just gonna make it and set it to the side and bring it with me to Dragon Con or ship it to you. I'll probably just.
I would say
ship
no,
it to you.
dude. I'd say ship it to the convention itself, and I'll pay for that shipping because like that would make no sense. That would make zero sense for you to ship it to me, and then because what we did was that last year? No, 2 years ago for the Destiny costume I had is so bulky. There's all these items. We just bought a freaking Pelican case, like huge. By the way, so worth it. If you're a cosplayer that has not even necessarily like super heavy armor costumes, just you have a lot of shit to bring into a convention and you're like freaked out about flying with it, dude, ship it with the Pelican case. It's not that expensive. I'm an idiot, and we shipped like, days or weeks before, and it was like $500, dude.
Jesus.
I mean, the Pelican case is huge though, but it's so worth it because that thing, like, not a single thing moved. That just, it's such a professional item. Like, it's honestly like top of the line case to ship your stuff in.
I'm driving the Dragon Con this coming year, so I can
do you not have space or something?
No, I got space. I'm gonna drive down by myself.
Yeah, just bring it in your vehicle.
Yeah, I'll probably just take it with me. I'm just saying, if you want it beforehand, I can ship it to you.
No, I don't think that's.
Or I can just bring it. I can bring it with me and all that fun stuff.
I mean, I don't have any like photo shoots planned or anything with it.
Yeah. Yay, cosplay photo shoots. I had a few of those at C2E2 with my.
I like never set those up. I always forget to.
I always just kind of leech in with my friends.
Yeah, man.
They're like, "Hey, we're doing a photo shoot. Where you coming?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess."
Yeah, man.
We were doing
I would say yes.
We had a whole group of cyberpunk people. So
yeah, saw that. That's awesome.
Me and Wildcard, my friend Pope, he did the same type of thing that I did. So we took a couple photos together, and haven't really seen much of any of them except for like from like one person.
One.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen a few.
That's the worst. I did a photo shoot. I hope Odin doesn't listen to this. Anyways, someone took a lot of photos, and I was like, yes, with the the Fallout Vault type girl, and I was like, I never got like any photo. I got one photo back, and I was like, oh, and I hounded him like 3 times. I feel bad after that, a certain point. So I'm like, all right, it's weird. That happens like all the time, especially when they're like, oh, I'm really quick about processing photos. I'll get them to you in a couple days, and then you like don't get them, or you get like one photo. That's happened to me twice. Another dude said that, I swear to God, and then he sent me like 2 over processed, really weird looking photos. I'm just like, dude, if you're a photographer, don't. Well, I don't know. I'm super picky about like I guess what I visually like in photography. Jason LeBoy is an excellent photographer. He's so great. I feel like I don't even have to do a shout out, but he is awesome. Super nice guy. People definitely know his images. He's worked with Marvel and like at conventions and whatnot. His images are like fabulous. They're right up my alley. So I'm like, where was I going with that? Oh, just the fact that people tend to over tinker photos and you get them and it's like, God, can you just send me the raw photo and I can sort of edit it? It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine who we did a photo shoot with, and like last year at a con here in Indy, and I still haven't got those photos.
Anyway, I get it. People have busy lives, so I don't really blame them.
He's also a professional photographer. He does a lot of cons, so his backlog is huge. So.
Oh God. Yep, there's that too, for sure.
Yeah, I've only seen a few pictures from C2E2 of me in my costume.
That's the worst. Well, I was gonna say, don't ever turn down a photo shoot if that opportunity arises, because everyone gets photos of themselves with like 10 people in the background just on the general con floor. Like you use those because that's what you have at the moment, but then you're like, damn, I need like actual decent photos of just the focus is me in the costume. So there's so many.
Well,
so many costumes where I don't have like good photos of.
Well, like my costume is thrown together, which most of mine are, because I build costumes for my props. Because I'm a prop maker, I don't do a whole lot of cosplay. But like I had my friend Sick Dame designed or gave her the game patch image. She threw her own little swing on it. I had it embroidered by my seamstress. Then I got it sewn on the jacket. Then I did some leather working on the back, a few little details, and I just didn't have time to build that big ass collar. And like I did a photo shoot with 3 separate photographers, and I've only seen pictures from one.
I would say that if you don't pay them, they're probably not going to be inclined to get them to you at any time soon. I don't pay for photographers. That sounds really
I didn't pay. I didn't pay anything.
I mean, that's the thing. Back to what I was saying about me being picky about like what I visually like to see. I will pay for like what I like with the editing and whatnot. I feel like that's not everyone edits that way, so I struggle to like pay someone when it's like not what I want.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I mean, I do. I will pay, but just it's gotta be that.
Shit, you can give me the raw photo. I'll edit it and fucking Instagram.
No, I'm good at editing, but that's also weird. Like, I feel like you have to get the permission from the photographer. Like, can I edit this? Because it's essentially their work that you're manipulating.
Yeah.
It's got to be some sort of agreement. I don't know. It's such a weird ground to be like, can I edit this? I ask for permission.
Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of photo shoots because, like, I'll eventually see the pictures that I've gotten done at some point, which is fine. But by then, I'll probably have a better version of that costume to do anyways.
Yeah. I'd say your main focus would be just getting good photos of your props, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. It's like my 2 Red Dead
build
revolvers.
Your own light box. You can build your own light box.
Yeah, I just installed a new light in my shop.
Yeah, it looks like you have good lighting in there.
Yeah, it's
for the YouTube people that can't see our video.
Yeah,
he's got a bright heaven-like glow on his head and face.
Yeah,
in general, whole room.
If anybody knows me, that's the complete opposite of what
what you stream. Oh, the opposite of you.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. You're a good dude.
No,
back there.
Because I just installed this light. I just built this paint booth with there's a light in there. I'm trying to get better lighting in my shop because I need to get back to streaming. And a few friends of mine told me that I should be recording my builds too. So I'm gonna.
It's so hard to do that. Everyone's like, not everyone, but you're I'm sure busy, and it's just like I've just heard that a lot where people are like, oh, you should do this. Not me, but someone else I've spoken to, and they're like, oh, someone said I should do Twitch, and what did she say? I said she's just seamstress. Shout out to Michelle Uberest. I don't know how you say that name. She's a seamstress designer in LA. Michelle Ubereste or something. She's awesome. She makes like super cyberpunk futuristic stuff, but she's been super helpful with the cosplay I'm making currently. Where was I going with that? I totally forgot. I told her she would be much better with Patreon because like she wants to teach, or she's good at teaching. I'm like, you're not going to make money from streaming on Twitch. Like, maybe, but it's not a guaranteed thing where it's like, you're teaching, you should be paid, like, period.
Yeah, well, you can. There's a few good makers on Twitch still.
Yeah, you can, but it's not like a reliable, you're definitely going to get X amount where you can put it behind a paywall on Patreon where it's,
Yeah, well, a lot of people have Patreon stuff too, but my friend Casey Renee Cosplay, she does Twitch, and she's pretty good. She's a damn good seamstress, and because she won TwitchCon last year.
Oh my god, was that last year? Yeah, I tried submitting and didn't happen, man.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, can you let me know like why I didn't get chosen? I wasn't bitter. I was just like, I want to learn from my mistakes or just understand it. And they're like, oh, we can't legally say we had a lot of, and I was like, oh, okay, it's rigged. Sounds good. Like all that got to compete knew someone or some shit. I hate competitions. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm not real big on those either. I don't do competitions.
Not worth it, man.
I not to go on my little tangent, but I went on a tangent with what was it, episode 9? No, not 9.
The last one.
No, sorry. The last one I did with
2 ago?
Yeah, 8? Episode 8 with Seth Knight. I went on a tangent about the C2E2 cosplay contest.
Oh shit! Did you compete in it?
No. I had several friends who did.
It was a shit show. I mean, dude, competitions guaranteed. I don't care where it is or what it is rigged in one way or another. Like, you're a fool to think that you're just all going to be honest. That is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not. You? That has to make myself sound like an asshole again.
What? You? No.
No, right?
Not at all. Wait, what happened? Can you tell me? Or did you already talk about it?
I've already talked about it on the podcast.
Okay,
it's on
tell me later then.
Episode 8 with Seth Knight.
I want to hear. Grab my popcorn. It's popping right now.
Ooh. Nah, No, but my friends are telling me, hey, you should record your stuff, do some tutorials, like people I look up to as makers. And it's like,
It's so
I
much.
just don't have time.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
have time.
Man,
I would love to.
yeah, I've had ambitions of like, oh, I should do this wig tutorial. I've literally even taken like the photos of it, and nothing came of it. I'm like, it's just so much work, and I have so much crap on my plate. Like any other maker that has any drive typically just struggles to get that done. So I really admire the makers that can do that in like a professional, engaging way, like Odin makes. Like his shit is not boring. It's so well done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've done a few like build vlogs, just kind of like build a little bit, record
Yeah.
what I've like, make a little video like, hey, I just did this and this.
Mhm.
Not the best quality because I did that shit on my phone.
Oh yeah, that's
I
what I do,
just,
man.
yeah, I just don't have a.
I don't have a DSLR.
Yeah, I don't have the extra funds to like add
Yeah, there's that
add
too.
professional lighting and buy a decent camera and
Yeah.
buy
Fuck
Adobe
that.
Premiere and learn how to do all
Oh,
that.
fuck
And
that. Can't you
I
just use? Well, I don't know actually.
it's
I don't know what to use.
right now I use Adobe Clip on my phone,
Oh.
and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
You can use it. It actually works. And you can like add video. You can add music and stuff.
Hmm.
I just wish it had like a voiceover section at the end, so you could like put a dialogue to the video. That would be perfect.
I
could
bet
do
there'd be
that.
some sort of app that you pay for that. I'm just guessing. Sounds like some sort
I
of
got
extra
a
feature that you'd pay for.
I got a friend. She does videos and stuff with my buddy Wolfgar Weapons and Props. I need to talk to her about it because she uses her phone too on some things. So I need to see what apps she uses because
I'm sure there's some YouTube video that tells you how to do that.
Yeah, we talked about it before, but we were drinking at the time, and I don't remember.
You're like, I know we talked about it. I mean, maybe it was a dream. I don't remember.
No,
anything.
it was we were drinking. We were at a Halloween party drinking, and we were talking about it, and I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's typically what happens when you do the drinky drink thing.
No, I remember things when I drink. I do. It's just been
You sure about that?
maybe.
You're a human. It's okay, dude. You're not a bad person.
Well, I did at C2E2. I did drink over a pint of rum every night.
Sounds good, man.
And I didn't black out.
What was the nighttime setting like? Where it was like hotel parties or what?
Oh yeah, no, it was like hotel lobby party. Everybody was hanging out in the lobby, drinking and hanging out.
The hotel like is the convention space, kind of like DragonCon ish.
No, it's the Chicago Convention Center is one thing. Then there's a hotel connected to it where I was staying at. I can't remember what I think it was like the Marriott or something. I could.
So
be
it's
wrong.
Still like walking distance, like across like a hamster tunnel thing or something.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like literally connected.
That counts.
Yeah. And like at the end of the con, everybody would go hotel rooms, get casual, do their dinner thing, and go out and hang out, and then come back to the lobby later and start drinking and hanging out until like 4 a.m.
Nice.
And that's
I
what we
haven't
did.
done the DragonCon hotel room parties in like years. I'm like, last year I totally forgot that. Was that last year? Last year, 2 years ago. Yes.
I don't know.
I don't remember. 2 years ago was the first year. Like, my good friends from the Bay went, so it was like 4 of my friends. I got to watch all of them experience DragonCon for the first time. It was amazing. They all lost their mind. But we finished DragonCon, and I was like, oh wow, we didn't hit up like one room party. Because I remember when I used to go before I knew anyone in the Bay. I would hit up like a couple, not like every night, but I was like, I forgot that was a thing.
Because last year was my first year at DragonCon, and I met a bunch of people that I knew like online, but I didn't know them in person. And was hanging out with Parkers and Quinn, Leatherworker. She's a really badass person, and we were hanging out. Next thing you know, we're like,
making out?
No, she, no. She's she's really cool. I wouldn't fuck that friendship up. No, it's like we're hanging out down the lobby. Next thing you know, we're hanging out in a hotel room drinking with Dave from Evil FX and Rev Chumley and a few other people. And next thing you know, we're down in the streets looking for this like restaurant place to realize that to get there to realize it's an hour wait.
Oh fuck no! Yeah, it's DragonCon, dude. Dude, you gotta do the food court, just like, and also not only when you do the food court, but bring back, because I feel like we always get food and then we bring, or have the leftovers we drop off in the room. Like, buy an extra burger for like 3 a.m. when you come back. And you're like, oh my God, food. So you don't have to wait for like, I don't even know like what's open at that hour. I swear to God, it's worth it.
Yeah, no, I stayed well fed at Dragon
Unless
Con.
someone eats it and you're like, God damn it, someone ate my burger.
Well, we were staying at the 12, and we had a whole room of people, and one dude was cooking every night, so there was always food when we got back.
What? Wait, at Dragon Con?
Yeah,
You had a whole kitchen?
yeah,
What the fuck? What's the 12?
it's a hotel.
I've never heard of that. Is it like miles away?
It's about a half-mile away from the convention center,
Huh.
or
Okay.
the host
Never heard of
hotels.
that. Dude, we had like an epic suite, and I mean, it was incredible. We can't afford it this year because if one person I'm sorry, this year, yeah. If one person drops out, it becomes like, oh, financial strain. So,
Yeah.
God damn it, one friend dropped out. So I'm like, all right. I mean, even that was like a stretch for all of us because it's freaking expensive. It's so worth it though. If you want to like treat yourself at least 1 year, get a fucking suite. It's amazing. But the suites don't have a microwave. Do they? No, they don't have a microwave. There's no like kitchen. There's no like stove or anything. It's pretty. They
Yeah.
have like a full bar, like a a counter.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, what? How is there no microwave? I
Yeah.
feel like I think they remove them just for conventions. I swear to God, because like, what Marriott does not have a microwave?
Yeah. We stayed at the 12. It was about a half-mile away. With it being hot, that made walking in costume miserable. But
Oh yeah,
we ended up getting a corner suite.
yeah, but a kitchen with a stove,
Yeah,
bro, that's awesome.
we it was packed full of people. There's like 9 or 10 of us in there.
Oh yeah, we could have fit easily that.
We
Yep.
we had one guy sleeping on the balcony. We had 2 people in the bed.
Are you serious? Oh
we
my
had
God.
we had one person on one
Every
side of the
night,
bed,
same
another
person
person
on the balcony.
yeah, another person on
What?
the other side of the bed. I had
What?
I had a
Oh my
cot.
God.
I had a cot.
Balcony? Oh, we didn't even have a balcony.
Yeah, I had a cot right in front of the balcony
It's
door.
creepy somehow.
We had 2 people on the pull-out bed. We had a guy on a blow-up mattress. We had one dude sleeping in the hallway in the kitchen.
Oh my God, that's amazing and terrible at the same time. Let me
So-
guess, you had one bathroom.
Yes.
How? Oh, you had to go down to the lobby or something, right? To use the bathroom?
Well,
That's
no,
not possible.
everyone,
Like, everyone has
everybody.
to go poop in the morning, or not everyone, I guess. People have their times that they go, but what? How many people did you have in your actual room total?
The first night it was like 10 or 12.
Oh my God. In a what person room? Like 4 people supposed to be?
It was
Or
it was a
more.
corner suite, so it was smaller than your average suite.
Oh my God.
So like
Well, how many beds were there without like the pull out or whatever?
one bed.
What?
Yeah, and
What did the listing say? Like 2 people are supposed to stay in there?
I don't know. I
How
don't.
do you not step on people like going to the bathroom? I mean,
Very
I
carefully.
can't imagine how gross that room was. Like, was there puke everywhere and like
No, no,
food stuff?
no. We kept it relatively
Oh my God.
clean. It just
That's a miracle.
rolling in at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, drunk in armor, trying not to step.
Was
on
it
people.
mostly dudes?
Yeah, it was all dudes.
Okay, so I feel like if it was some women involved, there'd be like at least makeup shit on the counter and stuff.
No, there was because cosplayers.
That's true. Yeah.
We had one. The first night we had one girl in there.
Cosplay? What's that? What? What? Makeup? Men in makeup? Ugh, I never.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. This year we're staying at the same hotel, but we're actually getting two rooms in a different section of the hotel, so it's gonna be
And a rentable
bigger.
go-kart. So you just like drive back and forth like this shit.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But no, unfortunately, there'll still be the walk because I was supposed to have a chance to get a room in the Marriott if my friends were going to get an extra room, but it's looking like they're not going to now. So
Why do I feel like someone got a extra room? I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, because some of the people I play 76 with are Dragon Con people, and they were telling me about, hey, we're gonna try to get an extra
Wait,
room.
who? Do I know him?
Not
Adrian.
No, not Adrian, not
Uh-huh.
James. It's Stormy and Ted. You've probably
Well, James goes to Dragon Con.
yeah, he's not going this year.
Really? Oh, wait, he said that. I remember he said that because they're going.
To,
They were focusing on a different trip or
like
something.
PAX or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said it was like tentative. He said at first they're not going, and then he's like, "Well, I don't know. I don't remember."
I don't know. But I told him, like, you're going to miss out getting drunk with me, Ted, and Stormy.
Yep, it's true. That's true. Dragon Con is the shit. So last year was your first year. Like,
Yeah.
what if you had to say? Well, I don't know how many conventions you've been to. Have you been to any West Coast ones?
No, I don't travel that much.
Okay, so I was gonna be like, well, still, what is your favorite U.S. convention then, or not even U.S. any?
Well, so far, Dragon Con was pretty fucking cool because all the people I met and the people who knew me.
That's the
Um,
right answer, my friend.
C2E2 was fun because I still running like a bunch of my friends were there. Then I ran
Was
into
that your first year at C2E2 as well?
yeah.
Oh,
I don't travel that much.
okay.
I
I don't
usually
know
just
how
go.
far
To,
that is.
I usually just go to cons here in Indy because I got the big one, Gen Con. I got PopCon and Comic Con.
I've actually heard of Gen Con, I feel like.
Yeah, it's the
Maybe.
biggest gaming convention in the country,
Mm.
supposedly.
Mm.
Now, but as far as now, I'm just going to be traveling every year to Dragon Con and C2E2 because C2E2
Love
was real
it.
fun because I'd hung out with a bunch of my friends and ran into a few followers. And Dragon Con's the same way, hang out with all my friends that I never get
Yeah,
to
man.
see.
Dragon Con is like home for me, man. It was my first convention. Born and raised in Georgia, 25 years. First year at Dragon Con in 2006, I believe. I saw a commercial for it and I was like, oh my God, what is that? Like all these people dressing up and it looked all colorful and creative. Fucking went and like blown away. God, such great. I still remember those memories. They're like so vivid. It's just, and I don't know. It's like larger than life, and there's nothing you can say that can really explain what it feels like unless you actually go and experience it for yourself.
Yeah, it's
I don't even
fun.
work for them, but I can vouch for them over and
Yeah.
over.
Well, it was more fun for me because I met a bunch of the makers that I've been following
Oh
for
yeah.
years.
Wait, are you saying that I don't enjoy that too? That
Well,
is awesome. That's a shit. And they all like corral around each other, and you're like,
yeah.
they all hang out. Of course they do though.
Yeah, there's one
So
spot
cool.
in the Marriott where you can always find any maker.
Like yeah, all
Yeah.
together just
All
hanging
the,
out
yeah, like especially, it's like
in the best setting where everyone's like chill and
11,
probably
12
under the
o'clock
influence.
in casual costumes,
Oh yeah.
drinking, hanging out, chatting.
Yep.
Because like got to hang out with Punish Props, Core Geek Creations, Vulpin Props. I was
Evil Ted is like hilarious, and he curses like a sailor, which is hilarious because he's so like PG, on his streams and stuff. I
yeah
was like, oh man, this guy's.
Ted.
I mean, he's awesome, but I was like, it's hilarious when you meet someone, you're like, oh my god, they're cussing. This guy rules.
Yeah, I Ted wasn't there last year. I wanted to actually meet in person because we're friends on Facebook
He's
and
so nice. Oh my god,
we've talked and
he's such a giving person. He's one of those makers that just wants to share everything.
well, yeah, because he'll give you any advice you ask for. He's been a part
Oh yeah,
of the Hollywood effects industry for a
yeah, man.
long time.
Yeah, I mean that's a I feel like uncommon thing. We're not, and I respect makers because I am one of those makers to a certain extent. Where like I'm not gonna give someone who's just lazy all the answers of how to make something. I'm like I work my ass off. How long? So you can get the answer just immediately from me for free. I'm like if you come up to me and ask me, I will absolutely answer because I'm excited to talk to anyone like in person because even
Yeah,
that's just more genuine than a fucking like DM or and maybe a DM's better. I don't know. A comment. It's like oh how'd you make I'm just like I don't have the time to even explain to you how I make X and X. Like I'm busy so I can't just answer in like a comment. I don't know.
yeah,
Oh,
I get that
it's not a
sometimes
work,
too.
man.
I've got my apprentice Iron Grizzly Props that I've shown how to do things, and he asks me questions. I give him answers, and
Yeah.
he's just about out the door of being my apprentice.
Oh,
And
cool.
I may pick up another one. I don't know. I got a guy who was like, "Hey, I heard you're about to not have an apprentice. You want another one?"
Are they paying you?
No, they're just
Hmm.
with me being the advice giver. I have apparently
Well,
because I have all the
because
answers.
you have a normal job. I'm like a super freelance. My job, my money income relies on my creative stuff. So like I can't afford to give away my shit for free. Where I've
Yeah,
seen people that are more maybe more that sounds like a bad phrase more successful that have like a steady commission line and they're able to afford kind of giving out some free tidbits and I'm like I can't do that because I got to make my money somehow. I don't know, it's a complex thing, so I don't know.
well, that's common. Like that used to be real common in the special effects industry because that's
Hmm.
like one thing. You're the only one who knows that. You've got a guaranteed job, and they didn't want to share all their information all the time. But now with the cosplay community, it's more share, share,
Yeah,
share, share,
but I
share.
think it still is like it doesn't mean, again, I'm not going to not share some things, but it just
Yeah.
really depends if that's all you're coming to me for and you don't get to know like me or be just genuine about it. I'm like, no, I don't know. That's why I'll absolutely answer it in person because I'm like, oh, they're brave enough to come talk to me. I'll answer that shit. It won't be like, no, that's I can't tell you. Like that's weird. First off,
Yeah.
shit is easier on the internet, I guess. I don't know.
Well, usually most of the time, um, Because if it's like, if I don't know the answer, or I don't have time to like explain the answer,
That's exactly it. Yeah,
I
time.
I know somebody who has the answer or a better answer
Exactly.
than
That's why
me.
I'm always like, dude, Google it. I swear to God. Like, I was able to find my shit. I'm super self-taught. Like, I did not go to school for any of this shit. Like, nothing of my art is school. So I'm like, if I can do it, but then again, I have a super like inkling to want to research the shit out of anything. I don't know. You got to have the drive. So
Yeah, I do that.
I don't know.
I research a bunch before I do
Yeah.
anything, which
Keep
is
going. Even when you feel like you like hit that, I don't, I can't find the answer. Just keep trying because sometimes you'll find it, man.
but yeah, I got my apprentice Iron Grizzly. He's improved a bunch, and he's doing commissioned work now for Wolfguard Weapons and Props.
That's awesome.
And Aegis Studios is a new cosplayer maker who was thinking about becoming my apprentice, but the shit he's already doing, I was like thinking like, yeah, you don't need my help.
Aw, well, still, I think it's incredibly beneficial to hang out with other creatives. It's so amazing. It's like food for the soul. Just not even if you're working on the same thing, just to hang out in the same realm and
Yeah,
just by being around that, I think is so invigorating. It's incredible. I love it.
yeah,
All
we
my friends in the Bay are like, we're close. We all live in the Bay, but my best friend lives in Berkeley. It's like an hour away. Another friend lives, over an hour. We all live like super, like closer than you and I, but not close enough to be like next door or like 10 minutes away. So it's like,
yeah,
our dream is like to have a workshop that would never happen because like it
right,
would, I don't know, just money and I don't know,
yeah, especially
all this work out.
out there. That's a little like I get that. I get it.
Yeah.
Out here where I'm at, it's like either you have money to like have a workshop or you have a garage, which
Yeah.
I'm in right
Hey
now.
man, your garage is the shit. Have you seen? Well, you haven't seen ours, obviously, but at least we have a garage. That's actually unheard of to rent like an apartment in California and have a garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yuri just bought. Well, GR Marlboro, I guess we should call him that. I don't know. Just bought a workbench from IKEA, so that's cool. He's got like a. It looks like a typical maker. He actually works out in the garage, so he's got like a monitor. It's like a maker's garage setup. I don't know if that's how yours is. I can't see it from the other angle. You have a desk where do you work on that desk you're at right now?
No, this is just a
Oh,
desk,
okay.
but like, you've seen it, but like to my left, I got my workbench where I do my Twitch work on.
Okay.
Right next to that, I got my jeweler's bench.
I'm thinking of like Punish Props where he has that like desk and then there's like a big monitor for like references or whatever. So you
Yeah,
got that set up downstairs and I was like, all right, this looks fucking awesome.
yeah, I've got a
Super cool.
computer set up right above my workbench. I got a computer right there with a big screen, and
Yeah, man.
then I got my paint booth I just built, and I've got a bench
Have you
behind
used it yet?
my paint booth. Yeah, I've used it. So I've got my workbench behind me. Then I'm gonna do my 30.
I love your shelves. I'm like, oh my god, shelves on the wall.
I got shelves on that wall too.
Ugh.
Super.
I don't know why we haven't put them in our garage. I see other people's garages where we live and they have like all these shelves and I'm like, oh, because we don't own our place, so I don't know. It's weird to
Yeah,
like build it up all this shit and not.
yeah, and I've got tables, benches with my power tools, and I got a table right next to me. I'm still cleaning and organizing because I just rearranged
You
my
should feel
shop.
blessed because that's a big ass space, dude.
Yeah, I'm really hoping this year I can get out of here and move and have a detached garage.
Yeah.
Then I can go in,
Yeah, man.
gut it, redo the drywall, like actually lay in
Why do you want that again? Because the smells from like painting and shit leaches into the house, or what?
yeah,
Something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
one of the reasons why I built the paint booth, and
Yeah.
it still leaches in because of the.
Oh, that sucks. Ugh. I
But
know that. I know what that feels like. Even when I do shit on the balcony, yeah, not fun.
Yeah, no. I want to get a detached garage where I can gut it, like
Mm-hmm.
sink in like vacuum tubes all inside of it, then do the drywall, then like have little ports I just open up, plug a hose into, goes into an HVAC system,
Yep.
along with the paint booth, and so it's all like self-contained, and like
The
I have real
benefits of
lights, and
yeah.
I can add cameras all over the place when I'm doing stuff.
It's like the benefit of living not well out here, like in the ideal areas like San Jose or the Bay, which is where we live now. But you're sacrificing space. So like, yeah, we could move out to like the east side or whatever, Pleasanton or I don't know, even further. Say Chico, which is like 3 hours north, like middle of nowhere. We could afford that, but it's like you're detached from everything. So you're like totally. It's like, which do you want? Like, oh, it's a struggle, man. The Bay is
Yeah,
shitty. Ugh,
yeah.
it's rough.
You guys, well, do you think it's rough out there? You could always move to the Midwest and be miserable like the rest of us.
I know, it's like we totally pay for like what they say is the weather, and I mean, not gonna lie, everything around us is like super convenient. We're like super close to a Cal train station, which is like a Bay Area train station, really close to the San Jose airport. You know, it's like as much as we can bitch about other stuff,
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that's working for us.
yeah, because like I know how much you guys pay a month, and like you could have a nice house, a real nice
Oh, I know,
house
right?
here.
Oh yeah.
For that
Yeah, I mean,
amount.
in California, everywhere else but the damn Bay, like, yeah, man, we're gonna have to move at some point, for
Yeah.
sure. So we might, well, we're planning to have a kid at some point. No, we're not trying. Shut up.
I didn't say nothing.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm a
Well,
dad. I understand.
I feel like if you mention anything about like a kid, like, oh my God, are you pregnant? And like, no, no, no. Well, the plan is like next year. I'm like, I'm getting old, motherfucker. Like, dude. Yep.
I would say just prepare to not do anything ever again.
That's not true. I've heard like after I don't know what the age is, but I don't know.
Because from like newborn till 3, it's like
Yeah, that's the age where it's
nothing.
like, yeah. But then I heard it gets better after that. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, it does.
I mean, you can never predict what it's going to be like.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I like being. I'm a dad. I like it. So
Yeah, that's pretty much what I always hear from anyone. Where it's like, I don't,
yeah, I'm a.
not the psychos. They don't say, "Oh, I hate it." Where
Well,
everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's amazing. You've never known love like this before," etc., etc. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know it is. I'm a single dad, so I have my off weeks, but I still work all the time anyway. So it's like I still feel like I don't get anything done.
I mean, dude, Yuri and I feel like that. It's not. I don't think it's even a kid thing. Where it's just maybe with technology and having the internet, there's so much more that you could do and accomplish because it's just all out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's way less limits in what you can do.
Well,
I
especially now
don't
it's like
feel not.
so now that I got my 3D printer,
Oh yeah,
too,
I was
that
gonna
just
say
that
earlier when
helps
you
so
said that.
much.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that helps, but like, it's one of those things where like money doesn't always equal happiness, which is also a bullshit phrase. I'm like, that's BS. Yes, it does. But where you buy one new techie thing, for example, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this broke, and now you have to worry about that, or oh, now I have like 10 of these things to make because I have this printer.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess it's a super negative way of looking at it, but also factual. Where it's more is more, dude. Like just more stuff to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
take with and upkeep and blah blah blah.
Yeah, especially because I got a full-time job and because this is mainly my hobby.
Yeah.
So it's like I get a few hours a night to do stuff. And
I admire people that do that. I don't have the typical, obviously, 9 to 5 thing where, dude, I'm so impressed when people have like real, jobs throughout the week and they come home and they work their ass off on a costume. I'm like, that is commitment, dude. Like, that's amazing to me.
Yeah, and I'm still behind because I've got
Yeah.
a few costumes I still have to get done, plus the commission work and the props that I need to get done, along with
One
my
thing
costumes.
at a time, man.
Yeah,
You ain't Superman.
shit. Just need like an extra 8 hours a day just to do nothing but work on stuff.
I know the feeling, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy. It doesn't ever end, which is good. Always having creative stuff to do is awesome, but
Yeah, and also trying to find time to go to the gym and
oh yeah, dude,
regulate
absolutely.
diet and this and
That's-
that. And,
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, man.
yeah. Right now I don't have a boss and we're still figuring all that out. So
So what do you mean, like you pick your own hours or something?
no, the hours are still regulated. But it's like we don't have a boss in my shop right now, so we're
What?
still
How does that work? I thought if the boss leaves, it all falls apart. Maybe that's just superhero movies.
Nope.
Take out the leader, and everyone else will become whatever.
Yeah, no, it's a thing that we're figuring that. Plus, like worked and like on and off parent life and regulating diet and exercise and paying bills and everything else is like I've
It's
got
just organizing your life.
yeah shit. I mean,
Getting
still doing that whole fucking thing too.
Yep, I think it's what you call human. The human condition.
Something like that.
Seriously.
I got a bunch of stuff I gotta get done. Like still organized, get my shop completely cleaned and organized, and do your
I'd say
commission.
be happy
do
with
the
what
two
you
other
have.
commissions.
Like, of
and-
course, everything can always be better, and you can always do more. But like, look at what you have done and what you are doing, and be like, what I'm seeing right now, your shop looks fucking fine. I'm sure you have It's one of those things where it's you. I mean, it doesn't look bad.
My
Your
shop is
shelves are up.
dirty.
It looks good. There's nothing like tipped over from what I can see. To you, but just like look at what you have. It's awesome. Look at me. I'm being all positive. Wow. Something came over me.
Wow, Lindsay being positive. What?
I
What's
am
going
positive,
on?
damn it.
Your clone.
Shout out to the Power of Now. Amazing book. Holy shit. Life changing. I swear to God, I recommend it to everyone. It's amazing. I recommend the audiobook though, because the book reading it itself is like, wait, what? It's so much more useful, I feel like, listening to the audiobook. It's incredible. It's just all about I can't really TLDR it. It's like I don't know. I don't want to butcher it. It's amazing.
It's all right.
Not like living in now, but it's kind of like how you were raised, and a lot of people like live on they feel like they're defined by their past, and oh, this is just I'm making this up. Oh, I was raped and beat up by my parents as a kid, and I'm that's me, and it's like that was your past. I don't know. I'm so butchering it, but it's like that's not just you though, man.
Just go check it out and listen to the audiobook and
it's great.
Make your own determinations from it.
Yeah. Have I preached that to you already? You're like, oh God, this again.
No, it was getting dark, Lindsay.
Dark? Oh, what? Well, listen to some dark podcasts. I told you about that one, Mental Illness Happy Hour podcast. Is real shit, man. It's dark, deep shit.
Yeah, I need a.
They're fascinating.
Oh, excuse me, I burped. It was gross.
It was almost a verp. You like grabbed a towel. I was like, you okay there?
No, I've like felt like my nose is getting ready to run too. No, I've got a backlog.
Allergies?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel like this season my allergies are out of control. Where I wake up every day, my throat is like, oh, and I don't ever do that before. I think it's also a thing. I could totally just talk in this whole podcast. You're not getting a word in. You have, but no, this happened to me. So I was, born in Georgia, and I went out to Colorado years ago, and like I was there for a couple of weeks, and I was like, holy shit, I am like super sick. It was a cold or something. I could not get over it. Came back to Georgia and I was fine. So now I live out in California, and I just feel like if it's a thing that you didn't grow up with and you get immune to, allergies or whatever is in bloom here, you're just gonna be like fucked up for the rest of your life. I don't know. Like it's definitely that.
Yeah. I don't know.
California's a different country, man.
Yeah. You might be a different country.
It is. Swear to God, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Live our own bubble.
Yeah, what was it? A couple years ago, I saw. Well, probably not a couple years. Probably like last year or something. I saw something about like California seceding from the Union, becoming its own country or some shit like that.
I think I heard that. I was like, okay, right.
Like,
it is already different.
See how well that goes. Then I saw like a few months later, California going to split up into 3 different states.
What? Yeah. Oh my God! I don't think I remember seeing that. Yeah. Not happen. I don't even know what the heck's my head. No, I used to say Georgia and like other southern or other states are like live in their own bubble where that's all you know, and but the same thing with California though. California is so liberal and Democrat and shit, like super. What is that, left? That's left, right?
I couldn't fucking
tell you. I hate
tell
politics. I think left is California, but I mean extreme. So we live in our own bubble.
Yeah, Indiana is its own little bubble too.
Yeah,
it's so
it's
fucking
funny.
Up and down and left and right and.
Oh yeah.
But...
Yep. Eye roll.
Yeah. Q in, eye roll, yawn, disdainful, dislike.
Bring in Alex Jones.
Oh God.
Dude, I rewatched that podcast.
The last one.
Twice, both of them.
With Rogan.
It's so entertaining. Yeah, of course.
Oh God. The first.
Like, it's so entertaining. I'm not like this is serious, but I'm like.
No, I get it.
He's so entertaining. Like just.
Hilarious. Guess how long it took me to get through the first Rogan Alex Jones podcast.
Well, I don't know how long the first one was. Like 2 hours, 2.5, 3.
2.5 hours. Just guess how long it took me to get through that podcast, because how crazy
I don't know.
Was.
Did you have issues with it? Where you're like, I can't breathe. This is so terrible. What? Did it really bother you that much?
No, not going to bother me. It's just like, damn. It was like, I know Alex Jones is crazy.
Yeah.
And nothing against Alex Jones. I don't know the dude. But it took me a few days to get through that podcast in little spurts.
You had to pause it? Why? What did it freak you out? Or
no, it's just like Jesus Christ! It just keeps going on and on. It's like
so entertaining.
Look,
I'm not saying I believe that shit, but I don't know. I'm like super. Tinfoil hat.
You know me. I'm a laid back guy. I don't ever literally just like.
Oh, of course.
But it's like, damn, this is kind of.
Oh, Yeah, totally. I mean, anyone would think that. You know, I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I'm not saying everything he says is true. By the way, if you don't know Alex Jones, I didn't know who the fuck he was until I saw Joe Rogan's thing.
Oh, really?
Mr. Infowars. I feel like I knew of Infowars, but I just haven't, I don't look into politics, but
Yeah.
the dude is like the most conspiracy theory person you've ever seen. And, what if it's like we've been watching Twilight Zone, the old school shit, and it's amazing. That shit is so advanced for that time.
Yeah.
And, it's like, I don't know. Maybe he is right. Maybe this psycho person is right about everything. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe he's right about some of the stuff.
It probably wouldn't be so bad, but he had Eddie Bravo on there too, which
Eddie Bravo is also hilarious.
conspiracy
I love his
theorist
laugh.
king.
Yeah, shit.
Oh my
I
god.
like his voice. I don't know. I like all of them together. It's so entertaining.
I haven't listened. I've listened to like the first little bit of the second Rogan fucking podcast with Alex Jones, and
Yeah.
like I need to listen to it. I've got a backlog of Rogan's podcasts to listen to.
Oh God,
as
that's one I like every
long
day, of course.
as well as I got a backlog of Still Entitled with Adam Savage and a few others, and like Your Mama's House podcast and stuff like that. This is like,
Oh yeah.
then
I listen to a lot of comedian podcasts.
yeah, also like comedians Joey Coco Diaz, Church of What's Happening Now.
Yep. I stopped listening to it for a while because all he did was reminisce about his past and like childhood, and it was like kind of becoming repetitive.
Yeah,
But
it's
I've gotten back
fucking
into
hilarious.
it. Oh my God, he stopped smoking weed. I was like, damn, what? That's his shtick. I
Really?
was like, all right, swear to God. He had a podcast recently where he's like, yeah, man, I don't want to lose my followers, but
I didn't know that.
swear, I was like, what? Anywho.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are hilarious. I don't know. See, this is the thing. I feel like I tried to watch Joey Diaz's stand-up, and I was like, not funny. Where I feel like
love
people
it.
can be funny when they're chilling in a podcast, but their stand-up is obviously different.
Yeah.
I didn't watch enough of it to honestly judge it, but
Because
I don't know.
Because you got to think though, it's like Joey Diaz's podcast talks about a lot of his past. His comedy is like that too.
Yeah.
But Joey Diaz is just fucking crazy with some of his shit, and it's hilarious. And the same thing, how like you like
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, how like James doesn't like Bill Burr, but we think Bill Burr's fucking hilarious.
I know. I can't be friends with that dude. I'm like, you don't like Bill Burr? What? Come on. Oh, and sorry, James, you're not horrible, but we definitely butt heads like no other. What is that comedian guy? Oh my God, I don't remember his name. He's not funny. He was the little piggy in Spider-Man Into the Verse something.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but what is it? Did you see that?
Yeah, I've watched it a couple times.
What's
now.
the piggy guy's voice work guy? Anyway, that guy's a comedian. He's not fucking funny apparently. I'm not into it. Anyways, I was watching an HBO comedy series that was called Crashing. They're not doing it anymore, but he was in that briefly, and I was like, ugh. Yeah. Greg Fitzsimmons is hilarious. Oh my God, I love him. Like, love. I haven't seen his stand-up, but his podcast, I don't know, he's so hilarious.
Yeah, because like I was listening to a new podcast I'm listening to is Dr. Drew After Dark.
Oh, nice.
On Your Mom's House podcast channel, and he interviews comedians.
Oh, awesome.
And he's
Dude, Dr. Phil is a podcast now. I keep meaning to listen to it.
Yeah, I listened to the podcast he did with Rogan.
Oh, how was it?
It was good.
Oh wait, I heard that too. Just kidding. That was Joe's podcast.
Yeah, because like watching Dr. Drew After Dark, and it's not like isn't like a medical podcast. It's him talking to comedians or whoever he's talking to, and like they show him just the most fucked up shit from Your Mom's House podcast to get his view on it, and it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, you have a kid. You should listen to Greg Fitzsimmons' podcast. Wow, I'm like shouting out all these people that don't have a clue who I am. Greg has tweeted back to me, so he kind of knows who I am. Anyways, it's called Childish, and it's hilarious. It's Greg and Allison Rosen. I didn't know who she was until the podcast, not gonna lie. But their chemistry together is very entertaining, and they talk about like their kids and all that shit. They like talk about their favorite kid item of the week, like toy or book.
Yeah.
Their ups and downs. I don't know. It's super entertaining.
The comedian you were thinking of who played Spider-Ham in the Spider-Verse is John Mulaney.
Yeah, Mulaney. I think it's
Mulaney.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce
I don't
names.
know. I tried watching one of his Netflix things, and I was like, fucking nope. Like, if you're not funny in the first 5 minutes, I'm out. Ugh.
Yeah.
I was like,
I try to give it, because my particular taste in comedy, obviously Rogan, Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, Joey Coco Diaz.
I love Tom
Bill
Segura.
Burr.
But so you and I differentiate sometimes, because I tried Bert, and I don't know.
Bert Kreischer.
I don't think I could finish it. I don't remember why or what.
This
I
last
think
one
it was
was.
so gross. It was about like poop or something, and I was like, okay,
They're all
I'm
about.
good.
They're all about poop.
I was like, that's just cheap humor to me. I'm
It
good.
is cheap humor, but sometimes
He's
it's
funny,
hilarious.
but no, he's a funny dude. But I'm just like, I don't know. I'm super specific about the, I guess, comedy style I like.
Yeah.
Bill Burr is like, I mean, my like comedy god.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he was more angry before he got married and had a kid. He's still hilarious though.
Yeah.
Fucking him, my number one favorite.
Yeah, his podcast is pretty funny. His Monday morning podcast where he's just rambling
And
on about
Thursday
certain things.
too. Yep.
Oh, Thursdays too. Sweet.
Yeah.
But
Just
Bert.
second in, Anya.
But Bert Kreischer's latest podcast, Secret Time, or not podcast, but Netflix special, Secret Time, because it was pretty funny because it's like basically dad jokes, basically.
Oh God. Really?
Not really.
Joe
dad.
Rogan's last stand-up, I was not impressed with. I was like, that is not his best work. I don't know.
Strange Times.
I don't know what it was called, but I was like, it wasn't terrible, but I was like, kind of lackluster.
Was the last joke about Bruce Jenner becoming?
I don't remember. He talked about, actually, I don't even remember. I wouldn't remember.
Yeah.
He's usually funny. I think he's funny regardless, but I think as a person, you're not going to always hit the nail on the head with everything.
No, I enjoy Rogan's comedy. I like it.
I think all your listeners have tapped out. It's like, oh my God, we get it. You like comedians.
You think anybody listens to this thing?
Oh man, I was gonna say something terribly racist just to be like, haha, no one's listening, but I'm not even racist. And then I was like, let's not do that because it's gonna be on the internet forever. Ugh.
Exactly. It's on to be on the internet forever.
Yeah. I was trying to make it awkward and really inappropriate, but then I was like, maybe I shouldn't even try.
You just wait.
Because people are gonna like snippet it out.
Yeah. Yeah. You can always wait till later.
No. I'm not gonna fake being racist for anything.
Yeah. No bueno. No good.
Yeah, that's only for our jokes movie game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a right setting, obviously.
Yeah.
Shooting this shit. What is it? Boys locker room talk.
Or something like that.
Yep.
Gamergate talk, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yep. Talking that shit. Just, yeah. You and James and the crew is, I miss that. You guys were hilarious to talk to.
You know, you could always come back on and play with us again.
I know, it's so difficult. The problem is when, I'm still fucking playing Odyssey, by the way. Yep, it's true. Actually, I haven't played it in like a week.
Wow.
There's so much dialogue in that where I'm like, I feel like I don't want to tell you guys to be quiet every, like, whatever minutes, because I'm like, hold on. It's one of those games where you have to, like, listen to shit. Although, at this point, I just want to, like, finish the game, that I'm, like, skipping all the damn dialogue. I don't know how I'm not done with it yet, because I wander a lot in the game.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those games where you can just explore and just find random shit.
Yep.
Like, hey, that statue has a giant penis. Or
they do have like a wooden half dildo thing on. Like they have these like copy paste desks that are like writing desk with like a lamp, like an apple. I observe like everything random, and I look and I'm like, what? That is a fucking penis. Took a screenshot of it. I'll have you judge what it is, but I'm like, that is totally a dildo thing. Like, I'm like, come on.
That's weird.
It's hilarious. I don't know.
Random video game stuff you find.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe there's some Greek thing that they use that looked like a penis. That's a wooden piece. I don't even know.
I don't know. My Greek history is not that great.
Yeah, mine's not great either. Yeah, in Origins they had like a discovery mode where you're not fighting anything, but you just walk around and you access these points, and it's like a museum where you like in museums where you have a headset on, you listen to stuff.
Yeah,
it's like that, and apparently that was like took 4 hours to just sit there and actually do it. But you get a really cool unlockable thing in it. You get a white, so you have a eagle or red hawk, whatever it is, in the game, but they give you like a skin and it turns it white. I'm like, oh, I want that so bad, but I'm not going to sit there for how many hours? But they don't have that yet in Odyssey, I don't think, which is weird. Maybe they'll put it out later.
Yeah, who knows? They're always adding and changing stuff in those games. So,
yep.
I think the next Assassin's Creed is going to be like Viking stuff.
I know. Is that you that told me that?
I don't know.
Someone did, or maybe I told you that. I don't know. I heard that from someone, and I was like, fuck yes. Like, yes. I don't know who said that or where that rumor came from or whatever. Or I don't even know if you call that a leak, but I'm
I,
like, yes, please.
my apprentice posted about it, and I was like, hey, this is an
What was,
Assassin's Creed game I might actually play.
was it a link or like an article or something?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh my god.
I think it was like an IGN thing or something.
That's
Who
gonna be
knows?
if that's true.
It would be pretty cool because I like Norse mythology and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah.
So
Man, it sounds like right up the alley of Assassin's Creed too. So I'll let you know at E3, or you can just watch their conference thing.
yeah, well, the only stuff at E3 I pay attention to is Bethesda and
Mm-hmm.
CD Projekt Red,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep. Tried to get in there, but it was like, oops, you're supposed to be like a writer or like official. I don't know. You're not. You can't just be a random person and walk in that CD Projekt Red room. I told you about that.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tried.
I'm just waiting for some Cyberpunk 2077 news and Elder Scrolls news and Starfield
Mm-hmm.
news. That's
Have they said when Cyberpunk is coming out officially?
when it's ready.
Oh, really? That's what they've said? Huh.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Damn, I hate
like
that shit.
they're like it's in development and it will come out when it's ready.
So hopefully, I'd say hopefully 4 years, because it seems like the magical number where people, gaming studios take their sweet ass time, and that seems to be that sweet spot. I don't know if it has to be four, but I don't think if you put out a game every year, that's anything to rave about. I don't think that's quality.
No,
So,
if you know anything about CD Projekt Red or if you played The Witcher 3 or The Witcher 2, their games are well worth the wait.
yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I hope it's a longer wait thing.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk's been we've known about Cyberpunk for a long time too.
Oh, what? Like a year? More than a year?
Yeah,
2 years?
several.
What? Really? I remember seeing the trailer thing and I was like, awesome. Has it already been 2 years? That's freaky.
Yeah, it's they
No, they released like the wallpapers or something, and I was like, that's fucking cool.
if I'm correct in my assumptions, they started working on it right before they finished the last Witcher 3 DLC.
I don't even know when that was, so I couldn't.
That was a few years ago, but like I said, CD Projekt Red, Witcher 3, the world was massive. It was all kinds of details and stuff.
Oh my god,
So
yeah.
the
Overwhelming. That game is one of those games where it's overwhelming.
I beat that game 3 times.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just found it. So because I went from Destiny, I feel like I've already discussed this, but hey, no, not from your listeners. Destiny was like you level up fast, and yeah, that's all there is to it. That's not all there is to it, but it's fast. And then you switch over to Witcher, and it's like hella slow in comparison. So there was that, and then I mean, I loved it. Do not get me wrong. There was honestly just super dumb mechanics that annoyed me. Like one area, like some mission I kept trying to do, like to talk to someone like through a wooden fence, or like they're supposed to open the wooden fence area for me to walk through, and it kept freezing at that spot.
Oh shit.
And then that just walking through towns for me when I played that game, it was like super annoying. I get like stuck in every little corner. Like it wasn't. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to get like stuck on. Maybe I'm just. I don't know. Just I don't know. I think something else came out, and I started playing that.
Yeah. Well, it's a good game. There's a ton of stuff.
Oh no,
you
I
can
love
do.
it. I
Yeah.
love Witcher.
It's if I were more in shape, I would probably do more costumes and props for it.
Yeah, I was gonna do Siri until I found out they were siblings, and I was like, never mind.
They're no, actually no.
Or whatever it is.
They're not.
Aren't they related?
Nope.
She a robot?
Nope.
She a witch?
Maybe.
Is that her? Is it an alternate dimension person?
No, in The Witcher.
Not related?
No, because basically, like Siri.
Spoil it. Just do it.
Well, the game's been out for a while, so if you haven't played it, then tough shit.
I have, but I guess
Siri is kind of like the adopted daughter of Geralt, the main character.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah,
she's the daughter of the king. Of something.
But they never get it on, right? That'd just
No.
be like
No.
they're not related. So
No.
yeah, okay.
Geralt gets it on with like all the witches in that game.
Oh, I know. Well, I've told you that.
Yeah.
That was my main objective with the game.
Sleep with everybody.
Yep. I would just travel to the next town, and I would be super under level just because I would watch the tutorials online. Like,
Yeah.
all right, here's what I got to do to get to that person. And the last person I slept with in that game, oh god, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's harder to accomplish that than you think. Also in Fallout, it's harder to do that. What is that girl's name in Fallout? the singer crooner girl that
Uh,
like you only get like one, or you get an option to like swoon her, but it's like an RNG thing where it doesn't mean you're guaranteed going to be able to like sleep with her.
yeah, it's a
What's her name?
it's a perk thing.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Myrna, I think.
No, no, she's wearing
Uh,
fucking a. What's
I know what
that?
you're talking about. It's Magnolia. It's
Yeah, yeah, I
Magnolia.
think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I swear, I like looked up the how to do it,
you gotta have a
and
high enough charisma.
no, not true. I swear. Someone on Reddit was like, it's even if you have all that stuff set up, it's just literally like an RNG thing. You only get like one shot. I swear.
Well, yeah,
I
you
did
only
my
get
homework, dude.
you get one shot at doing it, but it's
Yeah,
relatively easy to do it.
yeah. That's probably it. Where
So
I looked up, where it's like, oh, I should have drank this and had this hat on, and fuck.
here's a little snippet. She's a synth. She's not real.
Oh my god, no way. Ooh. Really?
Yeah, she's a synth.
Oh, that's believable.
Yeah,
Dude, the art book for Fallout 4 is so great. Man, if you want to make any costume or anything from that game, you gotta get that book.
yeah,
It's so detailed. Man, it's awesome.
yeah.
It's big.
All my costumes are gonna be casual. I'm not really worried about doing big costumes anymore. Like,
Yeah.
fuck
I don't
that.
do that. It's so
Fuck that
time
noise.
consuming. And then the storage, and then like you gotta for me now is like, well, storage is a big thing. And then also like, man, I want to make costumes that are a little bit more recognizable, and I'm not gonna just wear it once. Like spend all this time and wear it once like really sucks.
Yeah,
Um
because like realistically, I only have a few costumes that I've done. I've done props for like 5 years now, but like
yeah.
costume wise, I haven't done a whole lot.
Buy that shit. This shit is available all over the place.
Yeah,
Like handmade or like AliExpress shit.
yeah,
Like the vault suit things, like I know I've seen people buy those, and you have too. Or they look they look okay, but people weather them. They look amazing, and they don't use the fucking. Ugh. When Fallout cosplayers have that flat little thing, and I'm like, dude, just buy or like foam make a fucking thing. Like you've seen it where it's a suit, and it's a flat. It's just like a piece of fabric. I'm like, I can't. No, it kills me. It kills me. Like, oh my god, it's available. Like that shit is available to buy. Like
yeah. Lightning cosplay. She did a really badass vault suit cop project recently, as well as a really, really, really badass Tesla rifle.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. That's
Yeah,
like one of Yuri's favorite weapons. I don't know why. I think it's the
yeah,
way it moves
yeah. It's
and sounds, maybe.
I'll send you the link to her channel video to show Yuri, but it's badass. Like,
It's awesome. Did she make it herself though?
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
gotcha.
I think her and her husband made it together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want the railway rifle with the choo choo. So fun! Oh my god.
The Fallout
Use
3
the shit
version
out
or
of
the
that.
Fallout 4 version?
No. Dude, I played like 20 minutes of Fallout 3. I was like,
The
these
f-
graphics are terrible.
Well, yeah, but the Fallout 3 railway
know.
rifle
Hard to
looks
say.
way better than the Fallout.
Oh
4.
really?
Yeah, it looks like an actual rifle.
Oh wow.
I'll have to
I
find
don't
you.
care about the looks. I just like the way it sounds. I mean, I care about how
I
it
still
looks,
want to
but I'm
make.
like, oh my god, it makes a choo choo noise.
I
love
still
it.
want to make one from Fallout 3 because it looks badass. It looks
Now I'm
better
gonna
than
look
the
it
Fallout.
up. I'm
It looks
curious.
better than the Fallout 4 version. But
3. Does it make the choo choo noise though? That's what really matters.
yes,
What?
yes it does.
I don't remember that making a noise like that in 4.
Yeah, it does.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I see that.
I've
I see.
I've played
Yeah,
me
it's
some
got like that. All right. What is the butt of the gun called? Like the part you
the
hold?
stock.
Okay. I'm like, I know there's a name for it. All right. Okay. I see what. What does 4 look like? That looks the same. What's the difference?
I'll have to look it up. But no, it's I just think the for me because I played a lot of Fallout 3. Like I played an ungodly amount of hours in Fallout 3 and an ungodly amount of hours in Fallout 4. So to me, it
Yeah.
looks
Yeah. Let me guess. You didn't have a limit on your stash, right?
nope.
Oh my god. I just can't believe that. Like, God, they teach you to hoard shit. And then all of a sudden, 76, oh, never mind, that you have a fucking limit. And the limit is like tiny. Like,
Yeah.
how dare you? How dare you?
We have an 800 pound limit in Fallout 76 right
That's
now.
still nothing, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it because like the
It-
servers aren't free. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It's for server stability, and they'll increase it as we go. But
Yeah, it still blows.
yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna. As soon as uh, CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk
Oh
2077
yeah.
comes out, I'm gonna stop playing 76.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think it was a right thing to do the online. It sounds great when you think about it, but then you actually see it on paper and it live and you play it. It's like I don't think it works out so well, man.
Well, you've been a long time since you played that with
Yeah, I
us,
know,
though,
but
and
still.
it has
But I,
improved, and there's
well, yeah,
some of them.
but
There's still the weird glitchy bugs, but it's
no,
better.
not that. I'm talking about the general gameplay. Like Fallout is always like you're the lone wanderer, you're doing shit on your own, and you don't have to, you focus on just you
Yeah,
and your game, and that's just it. And I find that like peaceful, and you do your own pace. And 76 is like clusterfuck for me because I'm like, oh, I like to. Everyone has different game styles how they do
yeah,
Fallout games. Like some people
yeah.
like to just blast through shit. I like
Mm.
to like look at everything, and all of a sudden I'm like behind. I'm like, it's just like, oh, it doesn't work for different like game styles, man.
Yeah, the I will say that the Fallout 76 story sucks ass. It really
Oh
does.
yeah,
It's just feels incomplete,
yeah.
and there's no real direction with it, which kind of
Nope.
sucks
Yeah, it feels empty.
compared to 4 and 3.
Yeah, man.
But
Totally.
playing with playing with friends
Oh
helps
yeah.
makes up for it.
Yeah, that's like the number one thing that made me like want to play it for like a lot of those games like Destiny. I mean, you can do Destiny on your own, but there's a lot of that shit that you want to have like a fire team, man.
Yeah,
Not necessarily have to talk to them, but still, I love socializing with friends, and gaming together with your friends is awesome. So there's that, but I don't
yeah.
know. It's just different. It just feels very different, obviously.
And the lack of NPCs in the game doesn't
Oh
really
yeah,
help.
I was about to say DLCs. I was like, that's not the right word. What is the word? That kills me. I'm like, oh my god, no dog meat and no NPCs. I didn't want to give in to all the negative hype or like, smash talking on Reddit and all that shit about 76 because I'm like, oh, it's still a good game, but I'm like, man, I kind of agree with them all saying the NPCs is totally missing in the game and it doesn't feel right. I'm like, I gotta agree, man.
Yeah,
It just feels empty without that.
yeah. Well, they're getting more DLC now. We've got the season DLC coming out, and there's a update today. I think we just got another mini DLC the other day, and
Hmm.
it's getting better. And hopefully by the time they're done making stuff for it, we'll have shit the game
It'll
actually
be
does
the
need.
Yeah, maybe it'll be the game that it should have been when it came out.
Yeah, yeah. Not the rag on Bethesda because I love their stuff.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I think that,
I,
I still love their shit. I miss
yeah,
Fallout
just
4, man. Haven't even finished that.
God,
It's a great game. So
yeah,
fabulous. It's like and it's the most fun gathering. Like I've been to a few, and I don't know. Fallout is like fucking so fun. That gathering at DragonCon is a blast. Destiny was like super. Wasn't bad, but people like kept to themselves and
yeah. Well,
quiet.
the Fallout community itself, the Fallout
Oh yeah,
cosplayer community, they're all fucking awesome.
yeah, like jokesters. Never. It's just like it goes in with the theme of the game. It's like drinking and I don't even know
Like I was in my Adam Cat's costume walking
wild
to
people.
the Hyatt, not the Hyatt,
Yeah.
but the Hilton, and
Hmm.
I got stopped by 3 tunnel snakes. Like, hey, what you doing over here? What are you doing? I was like, nothing.
I love it.
Why don't you go crawl back in your vault and whine like a little kid?
Oh, that's
I was
awesome.
like, oh, you sad
Yeah,
because you can't save your mom?
yeah, it's a great story. It has
Yeah,
so many incredible like groups, and they all have their own story with those groups and
yeah.
whatnot.
Me interacting with tunnel snakes in my worst Boston accent I can come up with.
Was that an accent? Oh, I can't even do a Boston accent. I don't think, man.
Yeah, I have to think about it before I can do it. I can do a slight Scottish like one out of the blue.
I could do an accent that's like a mash of everything, and when I do it, people are like, "What was that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just throw shit out there. It's not anything.
Like
It's not anything."
my English accent needs work. My Scottish one is okay. My Irish one needs a little work. Like
Oh man, I've never really practiced those and thought about it. I just,
it's
I don't
like
know.
you answer the phone and you pretend to be somebody else you're not, but you don't really know because you can't see the person and you don't know where they came from. It's really weird. You just don't know. And like
Got to work on that.
and you got to
could
work on
draw.
it.
I
It's
don't know
like
what the word is for that for like practicing accents.
getting
I don't
drunk.
know. Maybe, yeah. Actually, probably that would definitely up
Yeah.
anyone's game. That's hard. Doing any accent, that's fucking hard.
Well, if you're a voice actor, it's not one of those things you
Even
need to.
still, there was some YouTube person I watched a while ago that like ripped apart, not in a bad way, but just like, oh, I smell a skunk. Windows are open. They were just showing actors and their accents and being like, oh, that isn't correct because blah blah blah. That sounds very snarky. It was actually an entertaining, cool to watch video,
Yeah.
just about how this isn't a correct accent. I don't know.
Yeah.
Difficult. But difficult to really nail to the people that actually have that accent. Now I
Yeah.
know how to spot shitty Russian accents because I have a Ukrainian husband who speaks Russian and Ukrainian, and like I've learned to hear like the shitty accents. You can just tell. Well, not always. I look at him. I'm like, was that good or is that shitty? And he's like, oh my god, terrible. It's rare when he's like, that was a good accent.
Yeah.
So,
My Russian accent is very bad.
well, no, even for the when they speak Russian, like having that, I guess the what is the word incantation? Like the speed of, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Different languages and their grammar setups, and I don't even know, dude. I tried learning Russian for a hot second, and I was like, what?
There's like 3 different dialects in Russian, I believe.
Yeah, you mean like the female, male, and or is that what you're talking about?
Like that and regional.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's like
God,
3 or
I
4
don't know.
regional dialects of Russian, and this and that.
I don't
could
understand how
be-
people can have like, oh, I know 7 different languages. I'm like, what? You're a prodigy. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I got bad English and a little bit of German.
Nice. Oh, I took German in high school. It's fabulous.
Meine Deutsch ist ja schlecht, meine Freundin.
Oh man, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you go, boy.
Meine Damen und Herren, meine Deutsch ist sehr schlecht.
Well, apparently it's not ich heiße. It's like ish. They say ish. I'm like, damn, I was saying it wrong. It's not like ich heiße. It's ish.
It's
Swear
ich.
to God. Yeah, like my name is.
Yeah, ich bin. My German.
No, my
shit.
name is. I think it's ich heiße. Wait, ich. See, I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. Ich heiße Luis. Well, my German name is Luisa. Und du? Blah, 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 I don't know. I mean, and you. That's like all I remember.
I'd have to think about it. Like, both of my German teachers in high school were actually German too. So
My German teacher was a shit. She was awesome. I loved it.
my first German teacher in high school was really cool because she was my science teacher too.
Oh, weird. At the same time?
Yeah.
What?
And
Oh, weird.
my
so weird.
my
Never
second year German teacher, she was German too, but she was a really old lady, and just was like not helpful.
Oh god, that's the worst. It's like, ugh. Was
It's
she
like,
mean too?
not really mean, just like
Didn't give a fuck.
not patient.
Oof, dude, that's the worst kind of teacher. I don't have patience for people that don't have patience for people that are learning. Fuck those people. Those are some shitty people. Like if someone's trying to teach you something and you just get like annoyed because they're not getting it and they keep asking a question, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
I've encountered some of those people in my life. I'm like, you're a piece of shit. Like I'm asking this question again because I like to be extra sure and very clear that I'm like, okay, is this what you mean?
Yeah, I get you.
I've had someone be like, can you stop? No more. I'm like, what? Fuck you. Okay, then I'll fuck up because you're not clarifying what I'm asking. I mean, what?
Yeah, I get that. It happens.
I mean, yeah, I get it. It can be annoying if someone's like asking the same shit. I just like to be extra sure. Okay.
Well, Lindsay, to really shittily segue into the meaning of this podcast, but
Oh, what is
because
the meaning?
it's the origin of the maker, where we
Yay! Oh
where
my
we
god.
talk about your origin story, what inspired you to
Oh my
become a maker in the
God.
first place.
Oh,
Lindsay.
Jesus. Oh, okay. We didn't ask me. I'm not just randomly belt that shit out. I mean,
Exactly, that's the point. It's a really shitty segue.
Oh, that's not a shitty segue. There's no better way to do it than that. I don't know. I kind of mentioned the Dragon Con thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always been like some sort of maker, crafter growing up. My mom gave me polymer clay. It was like a polymer clay. It was a book and it came with the clay. I'm sure you can still buy it at Michael's. She gave that to me when I was young, and it's fun. It was awesome. I still love polymer clay. I still have some of that. I made little figurines and stuff, and I was able to make them, and I was proud of them. They were cool looking. I drew and stuff in high school. I didn't really like jump in with the creative stuff, and that was like the only thing I did growing up, unfortunately. Like I discovered it, I feel like late in my life, or really, realized that's what I should be doing until I was like in my 30s. 20s don't count, but yeah, I don't know. I think my mom's super creative, and I don't know. God, I'm really bad about this. I don't know. I just always just do I still do random commissions and stuff. I used to make like wedding cake toppers with the polymer clay stuff. I used to make the Neverending Story Orin, the necklace thing, like by hand because I making molds was unheard of back then. On Etsy, that was years ago. I used to do like wire jewelry shit, which like that is just you're gonna be bankrupt doing that. You have to like use legit silver. Oh, I'm like, dude, what am I talking about? You're talking to the man.
Yeah.
Like jewelry man himself. Like unless you use like legit silver and gold and all that expensive stuff. Like I didn't have budget for that then. I just
Yeah.
use like the Michaels wires. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the nickel silver stuff.
yeah, that like turns crap after you wear it for like 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
it's just it's I was always discovering different things to work with, and I don't know. One of let's see, my first cosplay I think was Black Cat. No, Mia Wallace. That was like not even a cosplay. I wore a white button up and black pants, no shoes. Literally, I didn't have shoes on. Dragon Con, a
Really?
black bob wig that some chick gave me, and that was like it. I think I don't even remember. Second one was Black Cat, I believe. Third one I think was Faye Valentine. I took a miraculously I found like a yellow PJ set from Target and I hacked it up and you know I did all like hot glue. I didn't know how to, dude. I didn't know how to do the machine sewing thing at all. I didn't have patience for learning like intricate, really stuff that you had to focus on, like sewing back then. I was like, oh, so I did the hot glue thing, and I could sew by hand. Yeah, I didn't get like a legit machine until like 3 or 4, probably 3 years ago, which is like not that long ago. But when I got it, well, I got a really crappy machine for my friend that had been in her basement for like 10 years. Sewing machines are like bikes. If you don't like use them on the daily or use them often, they're gonna like just go to crap. So that shit was old, and there was a cog that broke, and some guy 3D printed the cog for me, and it worked for a little bit, but then it didn't. Basically, that machine was fucking terrible. Like, I cried so many times, and it was just awful. But it was like really beneficial because it helped me learn like the inner workings of the machine and understand like what the machine actually does when it sews. Because I would open it all the time to like tinker with it. Then Yuri got me a badass motherfucking machine that's like legit one of the top of the line ones. I mean, there's multiples, but it's a Bernina and super ultimate massive game changer. I cannot speak enough for like just save your money. If you're a seamstress and you don't have a legit machine like a Bernina or Husqvarna, I don't know how you say that. Viking, any of those like top of line brands, fucking save your money. Like this shit is gonna be with me until I die.
Yeah,
They're so reliable.
my seamstress, she's got a Viking setup.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's badass.
Yeah,
Although,
even the older ones, you don't have to buy like new ones of those. Like you can get an older one for sure, and they're just as fine.
next time I go to my seamstress's shop, I'll take a small little quick video because you'll drool.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
She's got a nice
Yeah,
setup.
I love it. Yeah, it's so worth it. They're so expensive. That's obviously the not great part about it, but man, are they worth it. Like I cannot stress enough. Um, yeah. Got heavily. I mean, I was literally sewing every day. That is my best friend is a professional seamstress. Shout out Christine Noble at the Starflower on Instagram. She's amazing. She teaches at she was teaching at UC Davis. Now she's teaching at Arizona. I forgot what that college was. The main one in Arizona. What's it called?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't
I don't
remember.
live out there.
I'm terrible. I don't remember shit. Yeah, no, she taught me so much of my sewing skills. I have a lot to thank for her. She's amazing. She loves teaching. I got really lucky with meeting her. So she's incredible. Just I'll text her or Snapchat. I used to Snapchat and ask her questions. She would be so quick to reply. Most people, busy. I don't know. It's like we were talking about earlier, where no, you don't give out your secrets. It's like that's a different thing where it's your good friend. There's just different scenarios. I'm rambling. I don't know. Yeah, I do some books. Sewing is my thing. Sewing and painting.
Yeah. From messing with polymer clay to working with a few things on Etsy to learning
Yeah.
how to sew and become
Yeah.
a seamstress to
Yeah,
what you're
man.
doing now.
I'd say just try all sorts of things if you're like learning to cosplay or you are a cosplayer and you're only doing one thing, I'm like, you need to challenge yourself. I feel like I think it's just beneficial and fun and exciting to try different things, like a different
Yeah.
product or something you're not familiar with, because there's
Being
tutorials
a
out there.
being a mixed media maker is fun because
Yeah,
you're not always doing the same thing.
yeah,
So which is fun because like I do from stuff from foam to 3D prints
exactly.
to leather working
Yeah,
to scratch building from with like MDF or
yeah.
metal or
I think it's like healthy for your brain to just keep learning and learning.
yeah.
Simple as that.
Because like I got
So,
several costumes to get done for Dragon Con. I
oh
got my
my
red
god, yeah,
I got my Red Dead one, which that's going to be me getting period style clothing,
sweet,
making a new Durango belt with holsters,
nice.
making a leather hat, making a satchel,
Um,
and being all dapper and shit. Plus,
yep.
lose 50 pounds.
You can do it. Abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. It's fucking true, man. Like if you just like watch your diet and don't work out, you will lose weight.
Yeah,
Don't go.
I'm trying to watch my diet as I'm slowly doing the keto thing and trying to cut out everything else. And
Have you seen? I mean, do you follow? Do you use Reddit often?
I don't use Reddit at all.
Okay, because they have great subreddits for stuff like that. Not like just losing weight, but there's one called Eat Cheap and Healthy. That's really
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, because there's a few recipes that I'm following that are pretty good, like making breaded pork chops but using pork rind because it's keto friendly and it actually tastes really good breading for
Dude.
porks.
Oh yeah.
And
You mean like chicharrones?
maybe I don't know. But
I
it's
think
like
that's pork rind. Yeah, are they fried pork rinds?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I'd have to look at the
Yuri
bag.
ate that shit like forever ago, and I was like, ew. And then I ate them, and I was like, oh, those are amazing. And now I love them. Dude, the Asian ones are the shit. There's a grocery store out here called Ranch 99, and it's all Asian foods. And oh my god, they're so good.
Yeah, I'm just slowly regulating my diet because I listen to a lot of, obviously I listen to a lot of Rogan's podcasts, but a lot of the podcasts I listen to are like healthy ones with like like Mark his podcast with Mark Sisson, the Primal Blueprint, or Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and every time she comes on, it's something different and healthy, or just different crazy stuff that you learn about.
Yeah, man,
like try to implement some of the stuff, and I want to get to the gym because one, and build up my cardio, and just tone myself. I don't want to be fucking yoke and jacked because that would
start
look stupid.
running, dude. Like everyone loses weight when they run.
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, I've been trying to find time since
running is a bitch. I'm not a fan. I haven't ran in I don't even know how long.
Since
It's not my natural thing.
Yeah, since I no longer have a set schedule, it's hard for me to get back to the gym. So I'm like trying to find time
bike.
to go.
Get a bike and get a stationary trainer. It's fucking easy, hella easy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
just buy a cheap bike, and the trainers I don't think are that expensive. I used to do that because the roads out here, even though it's like super bike, a lot of cyclists out here, it's fucking like you're defensive. You just gotta it's like, oh, I might die today. It's just cars out here are fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's not too bad out here, but I just don't have time to do that.
Yeah, that's why you need a trainer, man. Just hop on it.
Yeah, I need to. Well, I got a gym membership that I haven't used in a while, but it's literally the gym's 3 minutes from my house.
Do it.
I need to.
I think the thing is for you or anyone. I mean, I feel like you got to be accountable, or someone needs to hold you accountable, or something. Like find a friend or something at the gym where. I mean, I'm not saying that's easy at all.
Well,
Making friends with an adult is weird.
All my friends live everywhere else but here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go to the gym and be like, hey, this is weird. I don't know you. Do you want to be my friend? Making friends is weird.
Yeah.
Like as an adult, it's like, how do you do it?
Right.
You get out of college, you're like, what? How do you do this?
Yeah, like I got my coworkers and the few like my apprentice lives about 45 minutes from here. Then my other friends.
Do your coworkers work out?
One of them does, but
go
we
work
all
out
have
with them.
we all have different schedules, so it's like
make it work. When does he work out, or he or she?
I don't know when she works out, but also I know she has kids too, so it's like.
Well, so then incorporate your kids and just make it like a fun outing or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it just always helps when you work out with someone.
Yeah,
you don't have to. It's just a motivational thing. Like, can you hold yourself accountable to do this shit on your own? Well, if the answer is no, then you got to find someone else. I feel like.
I was going regularly. Then
the keyword there is was.
I know.
I'm trying to help. I'm not like a workout therapist. I don't know. I mean, I'm
No,
not saying I have the answers. I'm not saying a friend would even be the answer.
no. I
I
just
don't.
need to like start going back like for like an hour every other day. I think.
Yeah, or find something that you like doing. I think the worst part about working out is like, oh, this again. Like I hated that in high school. To go to the YMCA, it was fucking boring, and I don't know, wasn't
Yeah,
fun.
because usually I would go to the gym. I would run for an hour. I would
Mm,
like start out
damn.
walking, do interval running. Then I would go down to the weight section, like this
Yeah.
torso rotation machine. I do that for 200 reps, 100 each direction. Then like move on to like
But what's
leg
stopping you
stuff,
now?
like time management.
I'd say just I don't know, find something. I just buy like weights. I bought a weight off Amazon. That's I don't know. It's like 15 pounds. It feels way heavier than that.
I've got
I thought it was two, and it arrived as just one. And I was like, oh. But then
I've
I'm
got
like,
a
no, it's two.
I've got an old set of weights that are 20 pounders. They're hand weights.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
used
exactly.
to when I was younger,
Do it.
I used to shadow box with those.
What? What do you mean? How's that possible?
Shadow boxing,
With weights?
Yeah,
Why?
because
I don't understand that.
because it was just a thing.
That's weird. It doesn't sound like that's a workout. That sounds weird.
Um,
You mean like these kind of weights?
yeah, like they're like these big round
Yeah.
10-pound discs on each side, so
Shadow
20-pound
box.
weight.
That sounds like it'd be fucking hard. 20 pounds?
Yeah,
15 pound. I'm like, dude, I don't know how the thing is 15 pounds. It's so heavy.
yeah. And I used to run with weighted gloves.
Yeah. Or like the weighted ankle things. I remember we used to have those growing up.
Yeah,
stand up them?
I don't use those running because that just hurt.
Yeah. Well, spoiler alert. Usually working out doesn't feel great. Usually hurts. Well, maybe afterwards.
Afterwards, but I usually feel great when I worked out.
Yeah, man.
I just need to. I gotta with the new time management that I gotta find.
Play Just Dance. Oh my God. I'm serious. Play Just Dance because you can have your kid play with you. Swear to God. I use it. Literally, that's my workout. You can laugh all you want, dude.
Lindsay,
Fucking legit workout.
here's
What?
the secret. I don't
Love it.
dance.
So, what does it matter? It's not about like, oh, I'm not a good dancer or I don't dance. It's not like what it's about. You can get away with like not. It's not as like advanced as you think. There are some damn easy ones in there. There's a whole scale of like difficulty. I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
fun as fuck. And you have a kid, like that'd be super fun.
He'd rather fucking play with his cars or the arcade cabinet I bought.
You
him.
don't know that. You don't know that until you try it.
I don't got time for that, Lindsay.
Oh, well then that's. I think you just answered yourself on why you don't work out.
Well, time management. That's why I'm not working out right now.
Puna has opinions. What,
Yeah.
Pune?
Oh,
I'm not gonna hear that.
I hear a cat.
Yes. Wanna jump up? She's like, oh, oh, there we go. Oh boy. Oh God, please don't. Okay, well. She's like, you're talking to someone? I must scream. What? Oh, she's right in front of the mic. And you are shedding like a mother. She never sheds. And okay, well, she usually rubs her face on the mic.
Yeah,
Hello.
little cat. My cat's hiding somewhere.
What? Kitty? I think you showed me a photo, maybe, or was that James? I don't know.
I've got a cat.
Show me. Show me a photo.
I've sent it
Show
to
me
you.
your pussy.
Oh, jeez, Lindsay.
What? They're called pussycats.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, kitten. Kitten woke up. What? Oh my God. Cats galore. Cat lady.
Yeah.
Kitten.
Lindsay, the cat lady.
Yes. Two little Fostas. Oh my God, Juna. Okay.
Yeah.
That's our plates.
I think my cat's
Dogs.
probably lounged out in the living room somewhere asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the temperature like there? What was the high today?
I didn't actually look at the temperature, but it was raining all day.
Oh.
So the little bit that I did get out today, it wasn't too bad. It was probably like in the 70s, 60s, 70s, I think.
Oh, jealous. It was like 87 here. Oh, like we don't have AC. I know I bitch about this like so many times. The high in the room today was fucking 84 degrees,
Ooh,
dude.
it's rough.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I can literally not stream Just Dance anymore, like in the heat of the day. It's miserable. I'm like, I've survived like 5 summers out here without AC. I'm like, all right, we've got to get one of those shitty like portable AC things. Like as much room that we don't have in this apartment, I'm like, I can't survive anymore.
Just get a window AC, stick it in there, turn it on.
Yeah, either that or I don't even know because we have the sliding windows. I've heard that they're like not ideal for that. Like they're
Yeah,
you can make it work. I've just basically heard those things are a gigantic pain in the ass. Like
they
I
are.
mean, I'd rather have a pain in the ass than no AC. What was a pain in the ass for you? Like having it just stay in the damn window?
Yeah, because my first apartment, I lived in small little apartment in a historical society,
Oh,
and there was no AC in the building, so you had to
oh yeah.
put an AC in, and then
But was
like
there heaters?
yeah, there was heaters.
Yeah, we have like shitty floor heaters that are like from the fucking 70s.
Uh huh. Like
There's
like
outlets
fucking
on top of them, like right next to
water,
them.
like water space heaters on a
I
fucking
don't even know.
boiler.
They're just like mesh. I don't know how they work, but they're terrible. I'm like, can we just rip them out?
Yeah,
Anyway,
we
rough.
like because like I had to like buy two AC units, stick one in the bedroom and one in
Yeah.
my living room, dining room area.
What brand? Do you remember what brand it was? Was it Logitech?
I couldn't tell you.
Not Logitech. I'm sorry. Is it Logitech or LG?
I it was so long ago.
Was it loud as fuck?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
It
One of
just
the ones my friend recommended it, the reviews. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's
as
so loud."
I remember there was one night where it was about 90.
Oh God.
It was during a heat wave,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like fucking 95 degrees in the bedroom at night.
What?
And like I was like just dying of heat
Oh
laying
my
in there.
God.
And I had to be
Oh,
I had to
no.
be at work in the morning, so
Dude,
like
you know what you gotta do? You gotta go to sleep with a wet towel like on your stomach. I that's what I've been doing this summer, dude.
it was
Yep.
like
It works.
it was if I remember it was like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like I am just dying of heat, so I got up, like, I got dressed, I drove to Walmart, bought a box fan just to stick it in the window, just
Oh
to
yeah.
get some slight difference in temperature,
Box fans are terrible.
so I could get up at like 8 o'clock and go to work.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was rough. Then I bought some ACs and it wasn't so bad, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, they worked, right?
yeah, they worked.
They're not the water ones where you have to like pour water into it or some shit.
I
Those are called like swamp coolers or something.
don't. I
Well, if it was in the window, I don't think it'd be one of those.
I remember that I had to drill a
Look,
small
I have
hole at the
pooper
bottom.
teeth.
Oh jeez.
Oh, sorry, YouTube land. I have both my Fosters in my hand, and they don't.
Yeah.
I can't make a meow on cue, so yeah, just have to take my word for it. Meow.
If you go follow Quiksilvababe on Instagram, you'll see all the
It's
kittens.
Quicksilver. It's not Wingardium Leviosa. It's Quicksilver, not
Oh.
Silver.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lindsay.
Ah. No, but for real, it is Silva. But
Yeah.
whatever. Because if
It's,
you see Silver, it's like the most horrible spelling. It's like, oh, what's your Instagram? I'm like, ugh, I'm just giving my card. If I spell it out, it's like, wait, what? Not only does it not have a C, but it's Silva. So, anyways, Quiksilvababe.
Yeah.
So there's no C in there for the quick, and it's not silver. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
There'll be a link down in the notes that you can
Yeah.
click on. Go see your Instagram. Also, if you want to know, just look at the screen. Under episode 10, it will spell it out for you right there.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Oh, I'll watch you misspell it. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Right. Well, you
It
just
happened.
you just you just spelled it out. I'm like, it's like, is that right? I was like, yep, that's right.
Yep. Well, it's based off of people like, oh, you like Quicksilver, the Marvel character? I'm like, yeah, he's cool. But it's actually based off of Quicksilver Board Writing Company, which is the main company that Roxy is a part of. Roxy's like the female line. I was obsessed with Roxy, but I think Roxy was a handle that was taken at the time at like AOL days.
Mm-hmm.
So I used Quiksilvababe, and I swear to God, that's from my like AOL middle school era. That's what that is, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you got any besides your NDA stuff? Do you got anything else cool coming up?
Well, there's probably, well, it's up to me how many I want to make, but I might make two, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Um, Yuri and I started watching the like old school original Pokemon animated series. I've never watched it like from start to finish.
Yeah.
When Jesse and James, like the bad guys in the show,
Team
first
Rocket.
when they first make their appearance, they're for some reason they're like in this disguise where they're in this like van for like no reason in the woods. Like there was no purpose of it. And Yuri, I don't even know if it was me or Yuri that brought it up, but Yuri was like, "Oh my God, what if we made that like cardboard cutout van for Dragon Con?" He sounded serious about it at the time. We were like trying to figure out all sorts of stuff, and I was like, "Fuck," because like I've always loved Jesse's. Both of them. They're fun. They're horribly corny and shit, and they're evil. Quote. But I'm like, oh my God, that hair, I do not want to even do. Like, fuck no. Like, so I'm like, oh cool, might be making that.
Here's an idea. Do
Yeah.
crossplay. Make Yuri do it.
Ugh, I don't know. That's fucking weird. No, that I mean, I don't know if he's serious about that. Oh, I still need to make his Oberyn dude from Game of Thrones because I have the I always forget her name. Why? Game of Thrones chick. Wow. The
Which one?
Dorn lady. I don't know. I always forget her name.
Oh, I know what you're
Dude,
talking
I made
about.
the damn costume. I don't even remember her name. That's cool. She has 3 daughters, but her brother was like her lover, and they're all horny and shit. Wow, not Cassandra. Elaria. Wow, just remembered it. Elaria. I have that already. So I made that originally to wear to our local Renaissance festival.
Hmm.
In the middle of me making it, I was like, dude, I can't wear this. Like, it's like super silky material, and it's like long and it drags on the floor. I'm like, this is gonna get destroyed. And I was like proud of it by the end of it because the foam thing, shoulder things are awesome. Which, by the way, Yuri helped out immensely with that. I'm not good at drafting and making it like perfect. Like I can do it my way and it's not like perfect looking. But Yuri, when he does his foam stuff, it's like fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Because he did the Kid Flash shoulder things and like they look so easy, but man, they're so difficult. Like that shapes to make it. It just I don't know, man. Ugh. So yeah, that one was cool. So I was like, oh, I should bring that because I didn't know that DragonCon has a Game of Thrones gathering.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I mean they have a gathering for everything,
Oh,
and
yeah.
obviously this year's gonna be way bigger because of this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to make his. His is has a lot of embroidery, so we'll see how that goes.
Mm.
Which I'm getting the hang of, which is awesome. I always felt so guilty because Berninas are like known. They're like the main. I don't know, maybe not the main, but from what I've learned is that they're like heavily embroidery machines. Like if you want to embroider, get a Bernina, I guess. I don't know. I don't know everything, but I've had this. We bought this like bulk Bernina machine on eBay, which I was super nervous about. But the person's legit as hell, and all they sell is Berninas, and it came with like an embroidery module thing. And man, there is like no tutorials about how to do embroidery specifically for Berninas. So that always held me back because I'm like, I don't know how to fucking do this if there's no like nothing online telling me how to do it. There's like a Yahoo forums group that's like old ladies, and even those women would be like, "Oh, I don't know how to do it either." So I don't know. I finally figured it out. The hardest part of embroidery, I feel like, is getting your file digitized.
Yeah.
So I finally just Yuri bought one program, and that one I did not like it. So I bought another one that was like $70, so worth it. It's called So Art, and yeah, you can digitize anything really.
Yeah, I had my my Cyberpunk patch that I had done. I had sent the PNG to my seamstress. She digitized
How many colors
it.
are in the patch?
3, red, black, and white.
Nice.
Like
Easier.
But she had a hoop big enough to do it, but her program wasn't recognizing the stitch amount. Because
there's a lot of finicky stuff. Man.
Yeah, there was a limit to the stitches that her program could do, so we ended up having to split it up into 3 separate files.
Oh my god! And it worked. That sounds like scary.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, the first one I had done by a friend.
Is this the Viking one? The Viking
no,
computer?
This is the
computer. What? Wow, sewing machine.
Yeah, it was the Viking. I think.
Well, to be fair, my sewing machine is half computer, so.
Yeah, that's true. No, I don't think her embroidery machine was a Viking. I think it was like a Japanese one. I think.
Find out. I'm curious.
I will, and but we ended up having to do it in 3 separate sections because the first one I had done by a friend of mine. She embroidered it for me, but it didn't turn out that great, so I couldn't use it.
Yeah, it's hard. You got to really.
Like a few companies here in town that I contacted, they want either wanted way too much money or
for sure, dude.
Like a minimal amount ordered. Is like, nah, dude, I just need one.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I was like, I got the digitized files, I got everything for you. I just need you to do it. And I'm like, yeah, no.
That's like when I wanted to get my shit made into prints. The local place here, I was like, what the fuck? Hell no.
Yeah.
Man.
Prints to sell.
Yep. Which I thankfully finally got that shit on that website. Dude, that website, you have to be approved to be on it. And I kept like submitting my stuff and got denied. But I realized once I got in it, because my friend who originally told me about it, she's like, oh, I have an invite code here. I was like, oh, thanks. Now it makes it easier.
Yeah.
But I realized once you're in that website and they've, you use a code or you get approved, like the people that approve of your images are people that are already approved on the website. So it's like fellow artists.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is cool. I know. I like it. It's like a really cool system. I'm not mad at them for denying me. Like, I'm like, it makes it like exclusive, and they don't just accept anyone like DeviantArt, which is whatever. But the shitty thing is that I make half of what the listing price is. So if it's listed for 20, I make $10.
It's not bad.
And I know at first when you hear that, it's like, oh, they take 50%. It sounds terrible. But then it's like, they're hosting the website for free.
Yeah.
They're printing all that shit and shipping it out. Where I don't do anything. I just upload and that's it.
Yeah.
But
They're
people
doing all that
contact-
for you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I guess I can't be mad,
Yeah, because my Teespring store that I use to sell my shirts, like I sell them for like,
yeah.
let's see, like I make, like, you got the base price for the shirt and everything that includes the printing, and I make $5 a shirt.
Oh yeah,
and I
that's
sell them
even
for
worse.
I sell them for like $16, $17 a shirt.
It sucks. It sucks that that's your only income. That's why it sucks for me, because I was like, oh, that's brutal. But I mean, the girl that told me about the website, it's smart. She has that for people that can't go to her convention. Where you can just order online. But then she also takes those images and prints them and sells them at a convention. So she does both, where she, either does her own prints at like Home Depot, or not Home Depot. I'm sorry, Office Depot.
Yeah.
And the website thing. So it's, you have both.
Yeah, the thing is, well, this will be released before it happens, but I'm going to be a featured maker at the Maker Showcase at the Matchbox Co-working Studio up in Lafayette. Kind of like a, cool. So I was like, wish I had some like prints of my props I could sell for like $1 or something. But then led into
or something.
Yeah, led into like, it'd be really cool if I could do like cosplay photos, but like not like regular cosplay photos like most people do, but like kind of like propaganda, like from like the game, like from like posters from Fallout, but like instead of the art, it's like cosplayers doing the thing, and it's like that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I'd say look at what other people are doing, or I don't know. You see people like with the stickers that are like cartoony.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to figure out like what people would actually possibly. I think the main thing is people would buy a sticker or something that's $1 if the person's at their booth and you connect with them. That's when people buy shit. Like 100%, 100%.
Yeah, I'm basically just setting up a table, having a banner for the props, banner for the podcast, and just all my mixed media stuff on display.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to be doing a few, probably like 1 or 2 demonstrations with a few things, maybe some leather, maybe some foam, maybe some 3D printed stuff.
Yeah, have those cards out there with all your links and shit.
Yep, I'm going to have my business cards out there.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, things.
You're not going to, that doesn't, it's just one of those things where you have to put yourself out there. Now, by putting yourself out there, does that mean you're going to like get all these commissions? That does not mean that. You may not get commissions for like years. Basically just, as cliche as it sounds, like don't give up and just keep putting yourself out there. I'm literally like talking to myself. I'm like, I haven't even done a convention thing yet. So I've been working on my painting portfolio, even though someone recently was like, I think you have enough. I was like, really? Oh. It's probably one of those things where I feel like I never have enough. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't normally be doing like a booth or anything like at a convention, but this is like in a maker space, and my friend messaged me, like, hey, you want to do this? And he was like, sure, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
He's like,
yep.
That's next month in May 14th at the Matchbox Co-working Studios in Lafayette, Indiana. Then like 2 days later, I'm going to go see a concert with my apprentice.
Who? What concert? What show?
It's a Lamb of God, Cannibal Corpse, Slayer, and Amon Amarth.
Wow. Oh my God. Slayer's still around?
Yeah.
Like they're still alive?
Yes.
Holy shit. I barely know anything about those bands, but I do know that band that, oh my God, what are they called? They're like super theatrical and it's ridiculous. It's like a performance. The dude is like a pope. What's it called?
Shit.
It's so funny.
Like, are you talking about Behemoth?
No. He's like I think he's an Australian dude, and he always wears a mask, excuse me, and he never reveals his face. But then, like, he took a photo with Rob Zombie, and his face was finally revealed. Wow, I forgot the name. No.
Are you talking about Buckethead?
No, Buckethead. Oh my God, no. No, wow, I don't remember his name. It's fucking hilarious though, because it's so like theatrical and it's like metally. metally. Yeah. Little fun fact: our friend Evil Ted, he used to build stuff for Rob Zombie. Nice.
Yeah.
I was on set with him, Halloween 2. You can see me in the background. I'm the cashier in the bookstore. Malcolm McDowell was like right next to me. I had red hair then, so that's me for like a
Yeah.
hot second.
Which
Rob
video?
Zombie's
Which?
Halloween 2.
Uh,
Yeah, Rob Zombie was just walking around, chill. I've heard he's the nicest guy ever, and he seemed pretty normal.
yeah.
He's just a human.
Yeah. Well, Lindsay, where can people find you?
Let's see. I finally changed my old cosplay name from Diamond Marine. Well, except for Facebook, because Facebook is annoying and I can't change the username there. Like I already have not that many followers, but it's just like all the photos and shit I've uploaded to where like I don't want to delete it. And then that one, it's so confusing. Let me just skip over that for now. Quiksilvababe on Twitter. Okay, let's see. No, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. Yeah, Quiksilvababe. And then Facebook is facebook.com/Quiksilvababe cosplay. Even though the banner says like Diamond Marine, it's confusing. I'm like, oh god, whatever. Ignore the Facebook thing. Follow me there if you want. Whatevs. I'm mostly active on Instagram and Twitch. Yeah.
Well,
Oh my god, my imprint store. I'm a jackass. I'm like, what is my imprint store? Let me check. Okay, that's another weird URL.
We will have links all down in the description below.
INPRNT.com/gallery/Quiksilvababe. Yep, it's a weird website. Yeah. It's called Imprint, but there's no. Anyways. Yeah, man. It's been real. We finally got the damn technology thing working.
Woo, technology.
Oof.
Yeah, we'll have links in the description below of all the social medias and the platforms you can find Lindsay on.
Yay! Thanks, man. Yeah. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's going on almost 2 hours. That's not bad.
Yeah. Fun. Heck yeah.
Episode 10.
No regrets. You're like, oh, by the way, I forgot to hit record.
That would suck.
Confirm. Is it recording?
Yes, it's recording.
You're like scratching your neck like, oh my god.
I'm looking at the thing right now. It says recording. Well, 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 56 seconds.
Yay. Good man.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's like one thing. It's like, in like a little quick description, what would you say to anybody looking into wanting to do cosplay or sewing or anything like that?
I've said this before. When I had a panel at a convention, I said, Google it, dude. Google it. Yeah. Google, YouTube. I swear to God, it's out there. There are a lot of Facebook groups, like for, like say you want to cosplay Kylo Ren. There's a whole Facebook group just for Kylo. Whatever you want to cosplay, there is a fucking group for you out there. Like, just keep searching, man. Like, do not stop searching. Yep.
Just Google it.
Swear to God, man. I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Pinterest, YouTube, Reddit. I guess Reddit. I'd say, yeah, Facebook is a great platform for reaching out to fellow cosplayers. Like, just search for, like, say you want to cosplay something from The Witcher. Look for, like, Witcher cosplayers. Guarantee that's probably a group on Facebook, man. Like the Fallout cosplayers group, all that stuff. There's groups for everything.
There are so many Fallout cosplayer groups.
Oh, I'm only in, like, the one.
I'm in a ton of them.
Well, there's mostly just like fuckery and trolls on them, so I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm a part of one Fallout troll group. It's the Fallout Rad posting, and it's just fun. It's funny shit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Not like just fucking random people being a-holes.
No, it's just random. Sometimes, but...
Or basically unmodded groups are the worst.
Yeah.
It's like, is anyone gonna, like, erase this damn, like, post that someone posted about Nike shoes? What the fuck, man? Mods, hello? Anyone there?
Yeah. No, it's all good. Yeah, just, basically just Google it. Just Google it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for joining me for episode 10 of the Origin Maker podcast with Quiksilvababe.
Yeah.
If you are a maker and you would want to come on the podcast and talk to me about whatever it is that you make, feel free to message me at the Origin of the Maker Facebook page or DLC Props on Instagram. Yay. Doesn't matter if you make props, costumes, you sew, you make blankets, pillows, you're a blacksmith, you make stuff, you make food, you make YouTube content, does not matter. I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, you're a maker. Yeah. Period.
Yeah. I got a YouTuber I follow who follows me. I'm going to try to get him on here soon.
Cool, man.
He's a cool dude.
Do it.
he's like, every time I pop it on his Twitch, he's like, man, I'm waiting for you to do that Dawnguard armor. I was like, I know, I'm getting to it.
Yep.
But
done.
Thank you so very much. We will catch you next time in episode 11 with whoever the hell it is I bring on.
Yeah.
So hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time.